You said what? I'm not bearing the fruits of that labor. Like, yeah, no, fuck that noise, dog.
Nah, this girl tried to convince me to go skydiving.
Into the mic, I can't hear you.
I'll skydive.
She tried to convince me to go skydiving before, but I wasn't ready for all of that. I'm like, it's too many things I ain't done yet in life.
That's
Too many places that I haven't been.
When you really realize what skydiving is, it's that whole point is just like you feel like you're gonna die and then you feel good after.
See, man, I said, I gotta be at a certain level of peace and contentment in my life before I decide to just.
Yeah, I need
to accomplish some things.
I have to have nothing else going on in life. Like, I have to have done everything I needed to do.
How would you have the money if you have nothing going on?
He just means like accomplishment wise, like you
like
places, you've done things, you've done everything. Yeah.
But then at the same, nah, fuck that. I'm not doing that.
But you
Best
wouldn't.
case
But
scenario,
even
then, that's the time to enjoy everything.
But then you wouldn't because then you'd be scared to lose all that.
But
right.
I will go scuba. I want to go scuba diving though. That's
fuck
like
no,
bucket list.
nigga.
That's
Scuba
different.
diving?
That's
Bro.
I would love to go scuba diving.
No.
You would rather skydive over scuba dive?
100%. I'll skydive 15 times before I go and scuba dive once.
Wait, why? That's stupid.
Nigga, fuck water. I don't
You know
trust
how
them niggas.
beautiful like a coral reef is.
Okay.
Have you been to the Have you been to the Caribbean before?
No.
Like seeing the crystal blue water?
That's what I want to see. I
Bro,
want to go to Greece.
I went snorkeling, which is different than scuba diving.
Yeah.
But I went snorkeling.
Where at?
It was off the coast of Grand Cayman. Nigga.
Wealth.
Under
bro.
You
hear this nigga? You know, I was snorkeling
It
off
was
the
an
Grand Cayman.
underground shipwreck that you got to explore. That's
What?
like just off the coast.
And there was a bunch of fish and shit
Snorkeling.
swimming around?
Bunch of fish.
Nigga,
like
there's too much
turtles,
shit
all
to
type of
remember
shit.
to do when you're underwater to breathe correctly.
I mean, you
wouldn't
hooked
try-
up
I'd be
to a
like-
thing. You just breathe if you're snorkeling.
Right. No.
I mean, if
that's
you're scuba diving. If you're
Yeah, if
scuba
you're
diving.
snorkeling, you got to like go up, go back down, go up, go back down. Like, how does that work?
Like, basically, you take a big breath, you go down. As long as you can hold your breath for a long time, and it just regulates your exhale.
Oh, so you get to exhale.
You can
into
exhale, but you can't inhale.
Yeah, you just blow out the whole time in little spurts. Like
Yeah.
out of the little thing. You know the shit
you
people
do?
have their kids go in the pool and stuff and they like
Because the shipwreck was
mean-
a shallow shipwreck, nigga. It's not like I was diving 40 feet to look at it.
Right.
It was like relatively shallow. It might have been like 30 feet underwater.
You had
they did that
flippers
shit
on?
on purpose. They're like, fuck them.
Yeah, nigga had
Tourist
flippers on,
attraction.
goggles, nigga. Hold,
You had
get
flippers
up.
on?
Wetsuit, hold that up, nigga. Hold,
you,
get up.
You get out the boat, flopping.
Yeah, the whole thing.
You honestly
bro,
didn't
yes.
need the fucking wetsuit though.
A scuba
Right?
nigga. Look at you.
Why?
Because you're not scuba diving. Like you're not going low, right?
It just makes you more like aerodynamic under the water. You know what I mean?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
You know, you get
We'll-
just
we'll
like
give you
easier,
that
you know what I'm
vibes,
saying?
Just get the
And the
Nigga,
fact of like if you
what?
had like a bathing suit on, like a regular loose bathing suit, you could potentially get hooked on.
I was about to say I feel like it's more so not getting stuck.
Yeah.
Ooh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you could get hooked
That's what
onto
I
something
thought
if you
of.
got a loose bathing suit or, you know, it was
That's what
kids
my guess
around. They
would be.
probably didn't want niggas' trunks to fall off. You know? all type of reasons. You feel me?
All type of
Bro,
reasons.
I just don't trust sea life, bro.
You don't trust sea life? Well, honestly, all the sea life's about to be dead, and we'll get into that because that is the topic.
That is honestly what we need to talk about.
Anyways,
Fuck tuna safe labels.
fuck tuna safe labels.
I don't trust no blue labels.
None. Anyways, this is episode of Death of PC, episode 16.
16, baby.
Death of PC.
Yes.
We got a great show lined up for you today. So many things to talk about.
We say that every time, and then we don't remember anything to talk about.
True.
We
There's
got a
some
great
shit
show
going
lined
on
up.
in the world right now. Though. It's always some
True.
shit going on, but there's some shit going on.
It is some shit going on, both sad, good, bad, ugly, happy.
That's why I don't go on Instagram, bro. I haven't been on Instagram the whole time I've been home. And sorry for the last delay of this episode because, you know, life happened and Corona's a bitch. So we're not going to go into that. But just remember, we're sorry.
Yeah, niggas want to
I'm
get
sorry.
nasty and
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Shut the fuck up. What Gucci say?
Shut the fuck up.
Anyways, welcome. While I have your attention right here, go ahead, like, subscribe, all that bullshit that we need you to do so that we can grow as a podcast community.
Yes.
Okay? Because we ain't shit without y'all. Y'all are shit without or with us.
Some of y'all.
But you're probably
Most of
better
y'all.
off with us. So go ahead and do all that shit, share all that shit, because we love your face. You're cute as shit. Anyways, let's get to it. So the sea is
Fucked.
pretty much gonzo.
We're
Empty
disgusting.
oceans by 2048.
Empty
Empty.
oceans. Could you imagine?
That's scary.
My thing is like just the image was so disgusting.
With like
So
a
disgusting just to see everything floating.
yeah.
Like the shit that you normally see on shelves at stores just in the water floating. And then you like go underwater and see how long, like for how long it goes.
Yeah.
That pissed me off.
What's crazy, and what
It's
we're
fucked.
talking about is Netflix came out with a really good documentary called
Eye-opening.
Seaspiracy. You got to see it. It's a must watch.
It's like the super size of the ocean. Like
Yeah, Supersize Me, but
Yeah.
ocean. And then there was another one. What was that?
Cowspiracy.
Huh?
Cowspiracy was the first one about cows.
Yeah,
And that was
when that
in
like
2014.
yeah, fucked
Yup.
up the meat
oh
game.
my
Yup,
god.
big game.
But honestly, I'm to a point
Meat
where
gang.
I'm come on,
I had to. It was an open spot.
yeah, do your thing.
It's been a while.
Body that. But honestly, I'm ready to go back to like beef and shit. At this point, I think that's the lesser of two evils until the sea like recorrects itself.
Yeah, and all y'all niggas is talking shit about me not liking no seafood. Well, I can't eat shellfish, but everybody's talking shit. Look
No,
who's right
I was
now.
talking shit because the shit's fucking delicious. Like salmon, like what do you mean? Scallops, come on,
Bro, they use old people in tanks to make scallops. You saw it.
Delicacy.
What did you just say?
Yeah. I'm just kidding. It was on Paradise PD.
Well, you use old people in tanks.
It was-
to make
they had the
scallops.
old people in the tanks at the old people home, and they were growing stuff on them, like all the seafood shit. So they're just like, how else were we supposed to fucking have Red Lobster sell real crab for $9.99? Like they're
Nigga,
making
what
it
are
on
you
old people.
watching?
It's been a long 2 weeks.
Hey,
bro.
do your thing, King. You all right? We'll get through
I'm
this.
sorry.
We'll get through this. I'm here for you. I'm
Hey,
here for you.
But the thing is, bro, is like to the larger point. Like I know what you're saying. You rather go back to like meat.
Yeah.
Pause.
Go
Go back to meat. But like, bro, the
That
whole
was so serious, bro.
The whole problem, bro, is like any type of food that gets industrialized starts getting corrupt and fucked up. At the end of the day, like I don't know how we really escape it.
Yeah,
Like
like even
everything's industrialized.
when they showed all the other fish, like the stuff that was actually like in one spot, that was still fucked. You know,
Farm raised,
Yeah,
yeah,
the farm
and that's
shit.
all I used to. And
Yeah.
that part especially fucked me up because I get the farm raised salmon because I always thought it was better for you.
yeah, they
You
painted
know
it.
what I'm saying? Painted-
Like,
yeah, bro, they was
painted
walking
it,
around with the
fam,
fish with
dog.
his head like halfway eaten from.
Oh
sea
my
lice.
Yeah.
god, bro. Yeah, the sea lice, bro. It was
Yo,
Bro,
it's
and he
crazy.
said essentially like he's like, I'm not gonna be the one to say it, but pretty much people are buying salmon that's gray but just painted orange.
Yeah,
That fucked
pick,
me up.
They pick a color.
Yeah,
They pick what color.
like,
yeah,
nigga.
That's.
that fucked me up. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh hell
But
no.
the craziest part of the whole thing was how gully the fucking fishery game is. They offing people, offing the observers, bro. They throwing-
Slavery, nigga.
They throw slavery. They throwing
Yep.
people overboard. They pulling up to Shorty's crib in the middle of the night, killing her in
Come on, man.
front of her 2 kids.
It's craziness out
Yeah.
here.
About some. You snitched on us because we caught a tuna
Yeah,
when we was catching fish.
bro. What fucked me up too was
Crazy.
all the shit with what was it? Was it Norway? I don't remember, but they were killing all the fucking Scotland. That's what it was.
Oh,
Bro,
the
that
Whales.
fucked
fuck were
me
they
up.
called? They weren't dolphins.
Whales.
They were
No, they weren't
had
whales. They were
whales
like
too,
whales.
but they had like the little hump in their head.
Yeah, it's another. There's
Yeah.
a.
It's like
Orca?
I
No,
thi-
what the
it's like right in between both of them.
Beluga whale.
Beluga,
No, it's not a
boa
beluga.
or some shit like that.
Okay, something like that. But
Some-
they were,
anyway, we not.
they fished them all right into one spot.
Yeah,
Just
they
sliced their
They
necks, bro.
trapped them in there and just. Did you see the water?
Nigga, did you see that they
Yeah.
had kids there?
Yeah,
They're like
pumped.
They're just standing, right over it, and just looking. And he's like, "Oh shit, daddy!" Like,
Yeah, it's
Bro.
it's really fucked up out here. And what's crazy is how they broke it down. Like, if you begin to eliminate the top of the food chain, so you start to take out whales and dolphins and sharks,
yeah,
then the next layer down thrives, eats everything up. They die because there's nothing else left to eat.
yeah. They said we're next.
Yeah. It's like what
Plain
the
and
fuck?
simple.
It's that shit is sad, man. That shit is sad. Cause honestly, I didn't know how steep it was.
No, none of us did. None of
Not
us
like
did.
like this is crazy. And then all the wildlife preservative shit, like all the people who are supposed to be like pro sea and
Yeah.
cleaning shit up, are just funded by the commercial fishing industry.
Yeah, they
And-
all in their pockets.
That's the thing that they were saying too. Like the guys that they interviewed that on the slave boats, they
Yeah.
said like nobody thinks about how they acquire it. They just think about the consumption of it.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, we really don't think about how things end up in front of us, like iPhones, all that shit. Everything is like a slave trade.
We don't. It's crazy. And the Dolphin Safe label, when they was actually interviewing the dude, and he was like, yeah, well, we put Dolphin Safe on it because it's supposed to be Dolphin Safe, but we can't guarantee it's Dolphin Safe.
Yeah.
They're like, so you put it on there, but you can't guarantee it's Dolphin Safe. He was like, well, I mean, our observers, they can get bribed. And,
They go out there.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Yeah, when they're out there, they just say what they have to, and if it checks out, like, there's no actual checking out, though.
Right. Nah,
there's no double
it.
checking. There's no like, oh, let me take a sample of this water, take it here. Okay, let me make sure that they're doing this, and this rule on their boat. Like, none of that shit, bro. Even with the crackdowns, it still wasn't even that well placed, to be honest.
And honestly, man, I was kind of taken aback by when they talked about the Somali pirates. About the whole new perspective.
Yeah, bro.
Whole new perspective. How that started Ebola. And also the fact that they're fighting against these fisheries who are wiping out their seas.
Yeah.
And it's almost like they doing it for survival. You know, we always looked at the Somali pirates. I know, like, when the movie Captain Phillips came out.
Yup.
Yeah, like, you know, they was
This
just
is my ship now.
demonized. It's
I'm
like,
the
these
captain.
guys is just taking anything that comes along. But really, bro, they trying to survive.
I mean, it's the same thing. Like, we looked at it from the perspective of like, oh my God, like, why would they do this? Like, we didn't really think of it. Like, why do people rob around here, you know? Like, when you look at somebody that's robbing, it's not like somebody like us that like actually has good things going on. It's people that are like pushing, having to do it. So like, nobody asked the question of why are they doing it now? Why did this start?
Yeah.
Nobody looked at anything else besides them just doing it, you know?
Yeah, well, you got to think. Nobody wants to just rob to rob.
No.
I'm sure they're.
Who the fuck wants to do that?
I've had my little klepto stage, but that's like from Maine.
But that's because
But you was stealing. You wasn't robbing. Robbing's different than
robbing
stealing.
is different. You know, you're right.
That's just stealing.
You're right. That is just stealing.
That's boredom here. Like, taking a full boat, that's survival, bro.
Yeah.
You have to, even if you just stole a boat and didn't know what the fuck was on it, why would you steal a boat unless you were trying to get away from somebody to survive, or to fucking sell it to survive, or just get something on it to survive? Like, nigga, we go to Kroger and like take what, like a drink or something just because we wanted it.
But like what made it crazy to me was the fact that it came full circle, because these exact same boats that are fishery boats that come into their waters
that are taken away from them,
what are taking their resources, what has now made them go back to actually robbing boats.
Yeah.
And some of them niggas not even from the area. Like, there was an Asian boat, an Asian fishery boat.
Yeah, they all come there to just fish off the coast, because they were saying how, like, off the coast of Africa is some of the most diverse and plentiful wildlife.
Yeah.
And how...
Because everything had to migrate there because we fucked up the water.
Yeah.
Pretty
much.
It's fucking insane.
Crazy.
And like, another thing that really shocked me was like when they dropped their nets and it's just scraping the ground.
Oh, trawling.
Oh my God, just scraping.
They talking about you could fit 13 Boeing jumbo jets in the net. That's how big
fucked.
they are.
That's fucking insane. And you're just you're just cruising.
We're weighted. They're weighted. It's weighted, so it stays on the bottom, and it just is just scraping everything.
Everything.
And then
up.
they say that like they don't speak about how like that's like the bigger amount of pollution also in the water is the nets.
Yeah, half of it comes from the commercial fishing industry.
They talking about straws.
Yeah.
Trying to make it about straws.
It's about straws, nigga. What? They want to post a sea turtle with a little straw up in his nose. All that nigga was doing was doing some good blow.
We only found one.
That nigga was just doing some good. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying?
He got caught under the rough of the wave. He's like,
yeah. What's that nigga's name from Nemo? Crash, Crunk, whatever the fuck his name was.
Like, ooh, whoa, that guy.
Whoa, that nigga was just looking for a little line of some yay.
That's it, bro.
That's it, man. That's it.
We ain't all that different.
Yeah, bro. They said it's only something like 0.3% or 0.1%.
0.03.
0.03 are straws. That's fucking insane.
But there's just like a war on straws, just massively just diverting attention away from the real problem. But how does it get fixed?
Bro.
Nigga, I'm not eating fish, period.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I haven't even thought about eating fish since I watched that.
Oh
like,
my
no time. Like,
it's not
just
even
the thought of
that,
it makes
though.
me sick.
Like, I feel like we like put all this time in like making sure people can travel from this place to this place, and like making like stuff for people to enjoy life. Why aren't we making boats that are like these big ass boats? Like, you know how we have around here on all these ponds and shit that we have? They have like the scrapers that clean up shit. We just need some big ass scrapers like that are just going out all the time. Like, why can't we at least start there?
Yeah, I don't get why we can't use these trolley nets that they're using
to pick up trash.
Right.
And if it breaks, well, then there's more pollution. But fuck,
Oh, no.
at least we tried.
Right. I think the
Like,
bigger thing
bro.
is there is the regulation, like actually getting someone out there because it's the open sea, it's the open market out there.
Yeah.
Like you can get away with whatever the fuck you want,
Yeah.
and it's like, how do you police that? Unless I don't know. I don't got the fucking answers.
Even if we stop one problem, there's still gonna be a bigger problem. I feel like everybody's just like, fuck it, let's just get what we can right now to pay for us living.
yeah,
Like higher up people don't give a fuck about that because they're going to the Cabos, they're going to all these places with the clear water. They're going to those places, no problem. They don't give a fuck what's happening in the water that they don't want to go in, that they're just throwing people out there to.
right. Even
Like, they
though
don't care.
even though that water is gonna ultimately get affected by what they're doing now.
Yeah. Like, bro, there's no reason that we're not in a point in society that everybody can't have clean water. I don't see how. It just doesn't make sense. Like the amount of money that we spend, what was it? The spending for paying off certain shit was like what, 3.5 billion? No, 35 like billion. But to solve world hunger, we would need 30 billion.
We're
Like,
talking about like the subsidies.
Yeah.
Subsidies that fisheries get.
that's what it was. Yeah.
From
the
Our
government
taxes that
taxes.
pay it no matter what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're paying them to make shit cheaper. So when we get it on the shelves, right?
Right.
We're paying all that shit.
Yeah.
But then that would actually solve world hunger if we reallocated that.
See, that's
That's fucked.
this just goes to show greed, human greed, mass consumption. Like, we are the worst fucking things
Because
on
they're
this
not
planet.
getting more money back from it too.
We're a parasite to this world, bro.
Yeah.
We're
just
we are
purging it.
parasites to this world. As civilization is right now, bro, we take more than we give to this world.
Yeah.
It's craziness.
It's like we're in the womb of like an amazingly like gargantuan mother, and all we're doing is taking from her. And when she births us, she's just gonna die.
No,
Thing is the
like-
world will live on without us, bro. The world is so powerful that even if we clean out the oceans, it'll slowly repair itself.
That's
Even
what
if
I'm
we
saying,
take
yeah.
out all the forests, it'll repair itself. The only people that are really going to be in jeopardy is us at the end of the day, because we're cleaning out the resources that we need and that other species needs to survive. But once we're gone and we're done, it's going to be harder for us out here.
If it
But
gets to the point-
nature always wins. Have y'all ever seen that documentary about life after people? Have any of y'all ever seen that on History Channel?
I think
Nah.
I've heard of that, honestly.
it's on History.
It was on History Channel as like a Discovery Channel
So
documentary.
it should be on Disney Plus, maybe.
Should be on there. You can check it out
We'll
to
see.
see.
We
But
can
this
see
was from a
after.
while ago, and it basically showed the progression of Earth after people leave it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, all of our cities would eventually get taken. Like, obviously, this is over a long period of time, but all of
Yeah.
our cities will get retaken by nature. Trees will grow up through the office buildings. Roads would eventually get dissipated by trees and grass and stuff overtaking it.
Yeah.
And eventually, the world will be back to where it was at its pre-human
Yeah.
form. Like there was, like we
the
never
states will break
existed.
up and shit too.
Yeah, everything. So like ultimately, bro, our conservation about how we deal with these things is about preserving our future.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because honestly, like
Yeah.
us where we're at a place now where at our age, bro, we could probably live into our 80s, 90s and still relatively be okay. But it's like our kids that are gonna have to deal with this stuff. There's gonna be shortages on everything.
Everything. So,
Yeah.
what do you think the solution is, like, in terms of food consumption? Do we just move to an all plant synthesized type of meal? Like,
I feel like what it really comes down to is
Even though that
you
will never
making
happen
your
'cause-
own stuff.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
making your own stuff.
That's
And
interesting.
be plant based,
yeah,
but even at the same time, like if everybody had their own shit and nothing was being commercially made, even if we still ate meat,
Mhm.
but we did it on a healthy amount, like, oh, you're only allowed to have this many cows, this many chicken, blah, 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 and kind of regulate people's consumption at that point.
mm-hmm.
Like the amount they'll eat, and on top of that, like what they're specifically eating and allowed to eat and how they're supposed to be making it. Like just give everybody like the right way to make shit.
Right.
That'd be the only way, bro.
That's
Niggas
the
are
when
too
was shit fine?
lazy for that, bro.
That's
No,
the
no,
ideal.
people are pussy. That's the problem. No, they're limp dicks. They wouldn't want to fucking kill a cow.
That's like the ideal way to handle it, and that's how shit used to be before the 18th, 19th, 20th century when stuff got commercialized. But I don't know. Like I feel like the more practical thing is just like you said, Reek. Like stuff is just gonna have to be I don't want to say engineered because that just sounds wrong. I think
Yeah.
any food that's highly processed is bad for you to a degree. But bro, we just have to learn how to, just like you said, lean on things that are sustainable
Yeah.
in a proper way.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like if they told me now, like nigga, you on your own, you got to start raising chickens, cows, and have a whole fucking garden to feed
It's
yourself.
gonna be a long fucking day, my nigga.
Oh, bro,
A
what?
day?
I might not.
A
Nigga,
long
what?
fucking
Nigga,
day.
I might, bro. I would get like my
know what I mean.
5 plants that I knew how to fuck to grow. That'd
He's
be
like,
my whole
I'm only
diet.
doing
Yeah,
weed,
word.
That'd be my whole diet.
Nigga,
I'd
I
have
mean,
like
I'm
a
on a weed
tomato.
and egg
Tomatoes,
diet.
yeah.
apple.
I was just gonna say I could eat tomatoes for days, my
This
nigga.
nigga
You
said I'm
feel
on a
me?
weed and egg diet. I got 3 chickens and a plant, bitch.
But man, I'm not trying to raise a whole cow from birth just to like take them out back and shoot them like last year or something just for the meal, bro. I'm not trying to.
In
do
all
that,
honesty,
bro.
I can do it. But I would
I ain't
cry
trying to
every
do that.
time, but I do it.
I ain't
I ain't
couldn't
scared,
do it.
bro.
I could do it.
Look. The thing is,
That's like a family pet. At that
that's what I'm
point.
saying.
Right.
That's
Your
what I was about
dog.
to say.
Right.
Yeah,
or your
like,
cat that you all, you know.
it would suck, but at least you knew that they had a good life and they died correctly, though.
No, but you gotta think cows take a minute to grow. You can't just pop them after a year.
I'm not saying that. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's
saying.
still a
You're gonna have
kid.
to
Like,
live
that's
with
a
it.
child,
I
my
know.
nigga.
Bro, this
They
is
trust
That's
you.
veal,
It's
nigga.
years
They
of
trust
bonding.
you.
nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about
Years
this?
of bonding.
Yeah.
nigga.
That's what happens. Okay, now see it like this. You got a neighbor. We kill each other's cows.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck about Tom's fucking cow.
Okay.
Okay? You come and kill
bring
mine,
him
I'll
over
kill
here.
yours.
But bro,
Bring
look, bro.
Snuffles over
But
here.
look,
I'll
yeah,
pop
bro.
him. You go hit the back. Go ahead, kill
I
him.
never
bro.
looked him in his
If I
eyes.
raise a little nigga from a young nigga, bro, ain't nobody doing it but me, bro.
Yeah,
I gotta,
no, you
I
gotta
can't-
have a point
yeah,
there.
I can't,
Yeah.
like,
That's true.
you know.
Oh, but look at what he says now.
No, but he do have a.
Look.
I'm saying like if
No,
I
but
had
if it
to,
comes
if
down
I had
to it.
Yeah.
if I
but
had to, like you know,
I'll
what,
kill
nah.
anybody's cow. I don't give a fuck. My cow, his cow, your cow, your cow. I don't care.
bro,
If I
see.
have to eat, I will kill somebody's cow.
Maybe that can work for the next generation that get raised up on that. But
Yeah,
like,
luckily
I'm you know what I'm saying?
We
I'm a
gonna be
grown
alright.
nigga at this point. I'm
Yeah.
not about to.
Yeah.
I'll go on a whole plant-based diet before I do that, nigga.
Word.
I grew up with my granddad making me shoot shit, so I don't care.
Y'all never
Like,
shot a
see, I ain't
gun.
never shot nothing.
Well, I wasn't
Nah,
shooting
no
guns. I was
animals.
using BB guns. I was shooting birds, squirrels, everything.
I done shot niggas before.
Out the
But
window.
I'm playing.
I grew up shooting out the window.
But not no animals.
That's the only thing
I done
I
shot niggas, but we don't eat
Had to
those.
pop
I don't like
niggas
brown
a few
meat.
times.
come in talking crazy. Bow, bow. I was actually thinking about to go back to the seaspiracy thing, and we can get off it pretty soon because we 22
Yeah.
minutes on it. I mean, good deep
That's
dive.
perfect
But-
time.
The person who recommended it to me was like, I can't believe like Asia and them like they're doing all this right. Like they did put a good portion of the blame on Japan and China and
Yeah.
Asian fisheries and whatnot. But you got to think they industrialized a lot later than us, right?
Yeah,
Would you
that's
agree
all they
there?
really knew was fishing.
Right.
Yeah.
So they industrialized a lot later, and they also do this in terms of like factory pollution output and like their use of fossil fuels and shit.
Yeah,
It's like, how are we to tell them they can't do what we originally did, but now we're to a point to where we're more sustainable with shit and more eco-friendly with shit, that they can't do the same shit we did when we rose to power?
We can beef about it, but it comes down to their governments at the end of the day.
What you said? Hold on.
No, I'm saying like we can beef about it of what they should do, but it's gonna come down to their governments at the end of the day. Because also, bro, with as much population as they have far more poverty than we do.
Yeah.
So there's way more people that's like, I'm getting $1 however I can.
That's
out
what
there.
I'm
you
saying.
know what I mean?
So who are we to fucking throw our fucking
That's what
moral
I'm
high
saying. Like
ground?
that, it won't matter until like their government, and unless their government stepped in and like started heavily enforcing these regulations,
Tuh.
which you know, China,
they don't give a
Japan,
fuck,
maybe
bro.
China, I don't know,
No,
but
they don't give a
Japan
shit.
even said it was open season on whales and shit.
Even
Yeah.
though they had a law on it, they still said fuck that. They
Yeah.
went over the law.
I don't know. It's a tough issue, bro.
It's crazy out here. Long story less long. I'm not eating no fucking seafood. I'll eat like lake shit. I'll eat lake trout. I'll eat, rainbow trout.
I'm
perch,
sick, bro,
and-
because salmon was a staple in my dietary rotation.
It was, but
Salmon was a staple.
I mean, you can still eat sockeye salmon. Sockeye salmon, it's caught in the United States. You can only fish it like Like, yeah, you
Like
got
niggas be out there with rods, like one at a time.
They actually be on that shit because I believe there's only a certain section of America that sockeye salmon grow. So they actually in
Word.
America
Haven't
actually
seen
regulate
those.
shit. So like,
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well. All right. Well, I'm gonna look into that, bro. 'cause
Look
I
into
didn't
the
want. I
sockeye.
didn't want to cut salmon out my dietary rotation, but steep,
steep as fuck. Steep as
man,
fuck.
But dolphin safe though.
Yeah, anything
Fuck
that
anything-
says dolphin safe
They would look
labels. If you eating tuna, you
Fuck
part of the
dolphin
problem.
safe.
If you eating anything out of that
I
supermarket,
told you, mama, that shit sucked.
you part of the problem.
She hated me because I hated tuna. I always talk shit when she
Aha,
said she
ma.
making tuna.
Aha.
I'm gonna text her.
It was
Fuck your
fucked up
tuna.
because I watched that with my grandma on Easter Sunday.
Seaspiracy?
Yeah,
Word?
it's like a dark documentary and shit.
It got way darker than I ever thought. Though.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
it got way
deep.
deep. If y'all haven't watched it,
Watch
we
that
talked
shit.
about it a lot because it's something that's real eye opening, and everyone should watch it. But it's deeper than what you think. Like I know people that cried watching it.
It's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? If you really love animals, if you really, if you really feel things heavy, then just be prepared because it's some shit.
And
Yeah.
to keep it on this more darker note, DMX, man. DMX. And then after this, we can get to some lighter shit some
Yeah.
more.
No, we definitely gotta
Um,
go over this one though, because I didn't look into it too much. She told me about it, and it's fucked.
Stuff out here, man.
It's just so like everything keeps reminding you like how you just don't expect like when something's gonna happen like that. You never know who, never know when.
Life is short,
Nothing.
man.
Yeah.
As fuck.
It can change. Everything can change in an instant.
Yeah.
Yo, and fuck the bitch ass New York Post. All right, y'all some real fuck niggas. I saw that article. They put out an article where it was like all the homes that DMX has lost throughout his career. Fam, nobody
For
wants
what?
to see that shit right now. That's
you
fucking
could have did that a
insane.
long time ago. It wasn't even like what.
It's probably
relevance-
was done a long time ago.
What relevance does that have?
That's
though?
what I'm saying. Like, yo, this nigga is in a critical situation, and then you want to go up and bring up, oh, he's lost it.
They
Suck
did
a
the same
dick,
thing,
my
I
nigga.
think, when Dr. Dre was fucked up too at the start of the year. Like they were talking about like his wife and all that shit that was going on. Like they
Yeah.
went hard on it
Yeah,
then.
man. It's,
I'm like, bro, like there's a time and a place.
yeah, it's fucking gross. But so for those of you who don't know, if you don't know already, DMX from an alleged overdose had it caused a heart attack, which stopped oxygen to his brain for like an hour. And he's been in a coma ever since it happened. I believe
Yeah,
it was
that's
like
hard to come back from, man.
Yeah, I believe it was about a
Especially
week
brain
ago.
cells. Even if he was to revive, he's gonna have a very hard time. He won't remember like anything really, or be able to probably talk.
Yeah,
They say he's
Yeah.
in a vegetative state, but there are miracle cases like what happened with Demi Lovato.
true.
Yeah,
There are miracle cases, so you never know.
and she's
I
all
know.
there. Yeah,
I know it's a lot of people praying for DMX now.
Yeah, man, they've been out there
Sure.
with the vigils and shit.
Yeah,
the
it's a
Rough
lot of people
Riders and all
praying
that
for him,
stuff.
man. I
this
hope he
nigga's
makes
sweating.
it through.
You
Yeah.
okay?
Nigga, I told you it was hot. For some
Yeah.
reason,
Look.
for some reason you closed that.
Because the fucking mics, bro.
What about the Mike's not gonna hear that. They can barely hear me. If I'm right here talking, they can barely hear me. You think he's gonna hear that?
All right, Rico. If I'm wrong,
No, I mean I could have did it. Jesus. But
Type of games are being played. How's it going down?
how's it going? I am preaching. I stay preaching. That's me, baby. It's
Hey,
me.
yo, people don't realize, like, I know, like, every time something like this happens, people, like, get back to reminiscing on the actual legend status of some of these people. Yo, I forgot who it was, bro. I think it was on Drink Champs. They was talking to Noriega, and they was talking about DMX. And dude was talking about how DMX, when he used to battle rap on the streets of New York, he trained his dog to do the ad-libs for him.
Like
So
his actual dog.
His actual dog did the ad-libs, so he'd be, like, rapping. Like,
this
"Blah,
nigga.
blah, blah, blah," you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going to get you. And then the dog would be like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr." He'd be like, chill out, Ma, let me get him. And then he would keep rapping.
What?
Yeah,
That's
yes.
the illest shit ever,
Yes,
my nigga.
bro.
Oh my god.
Yes, bro. Change. Because, you know, I don't know if you know the story of DMX coming up. I don't know if any of y'all know his upbringing.
No, let's go. Come on.
So DMX, bro, he grew up in a situation where his pops left early.
Mm-hmm.
His mom had some issues. She had a lot of different boyfriends, and he suffered abuse at the hand of his mom on top of his mom's various boyfriends. That happened.
Right.
Like face getting beat up, scratched, like just abuse, right? He ran away from home when he was a young teenager. He was like out there on the streets of Yonkers by himself. And this kind of plays into why DMX loved dogs, is he befriended a lot of stray dogs. So those was like his friends when he was out on the streets.
No shit.
Yeah, bro. That's why he had such a love of dogs, bro. But like, and then he would get like he got his pits, who he loved more than anything, right?
Yeah.
Because his dogs was like the stray dogs was like he related to them. Like, you don't have a home, I don't have a home. Let's be friends.
You gotta scrape around for what you need.
Exactly. Let's be
Right.
Yeah.
friends. So when he got his own dog, he never went anywhere without his dogs. Kept dogs at his crib. And yeah, bro, like his dog was his friend. Like he'd be street
I'm getting
battling.
a puppy this week. I don't give a fuck, man.
He'd be street
know what?
battling, bro, and his dog would be right there doing the ad-libs, barking. Like,
I wonder if there's a
trained to do
video of
that.
that.
He's just
Huh?
like,
I wonder if there's video of that.
bro, that's
They
fucked.
talk. It's been a story that like you can look up the story. Many niggas have like talked about it.
He was
Right.
like, no,
Like
when
him
I say
having
the
his dog
hard-hitting
battle rap.
punchline, I'm gonna need this dog to growl so nobody try to fight me after.
Yeah.
You's a bitch. Like, yeah, stay back.
And he was in like various different homes. Got kicked out of school a lot. Like he had a tough upbringing, bro. And that kind of led to why now. Oh, and the first time he did crack,
He was 14, right? I heard that.
yeah, but guess what? He got tricked into doing it by a nigga he looked up to. By,
Yeah,
like,
put
his
it in a
mentor.
blunt.
Yeah, tricked him.
That's
That's how he got hooked on it.
I know. I was just about to bring that up next. That's wow. How could
crazy.
you do that?
What was that movie he had did a long time
Belly?
ago? I don't know,
His
it wasn't
belly? There was Cradle to the Grave was the shit
Yeah,
with
he
Jet
killed
Li.
that
Yeah,
shit.
that was
Oh
that shit.
my
this is
god,
like
that
this
shit
is
was
like a
so hard.
hitting when like he had like a girl, he was like treating her bad. I remember this motherfucker like he like got some coke off the engine or something like that.
Mm.
Like it was something he like hit that shit real quick. He like scraped it off the engine. I forgot, but it was a dark ass movie, bro. He killed that shit,
I mean,
I'ma
shit.
find
That was that nigga's real life, son.
bro.
Yeah.
He
Like-
was gritty in this shit, bro.
Have you ever seen the slipping video?
No,
Deep.
no,
Very
I haven't
deep,
seen
bro.
it. That's
It
man.
kind of talks about what's going on with him right now.
See,
All them years ago.
bro, the I wish we got to experience X like being grown.
We did, bro.
No.
That
no.
nigga used
We
to be
were
on
young.
Instagram. No, okay.
We
Oh,
were
okay, I
when
get what
his
you're saying.
shit. Will,
Okay, I get what you're saying. Okay, yeah. Bro, that nigga used to be on Instagram. He used to be on Instagram live with his fans, nigga, like out there gardening. Like, yeah, these are my perennials.
That's
They
so
need a
swag.
lot of sun. They need a lot of sunlight. But I found out the best thing that works for them is just talking to him a lot. Like, bro, he was, bro, like DMX, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I'm talking prime music X. Like,
Oh, bro, I always kind of wish that I
when
was
you-
like
when
a
you can-
teenager in the 90s / early 2000s.
oh my god.
I think it's
I
called
always
Exit
wish
Wounds,
that.
by the way.
the movie.
Oh no, that's different. Cause that's what what's his face?
I don't know, but yeah, to grow up, man, to be in a club and hear that boom, 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 boom,
Old
boom.
phones.
Oh my!
Never Die
God.
Alone, bro.
Old phones.
Never
Never
Die
Die.
Alone,
Mhm.
nigga. Watch that shit. Oh my god, bro. He didn't give a fuck.
How many movies was that nigga in?
This nigga's got
Several.
a lot,
Jesus,
He's
and the
in
list
several
goes
movies,
on.
bro. he
Cradle
was
to
in
the
a lot.
Grave was my shit.
I got that DVD.
Yeah, that
I
was
love
a
that shit,
fire
bro.
fucking movie.
Cradle to the Grave, Exit Wounds, Romeo Must Die, Never Die Alone, Beyond the Law, like
Yeah, man. It
Fast and
well,
Furious Death
DMX,
Race.
bro. It's
damn,
tough.
bro.
yeah,
tough.
man, just
Very tough.
keep DMXing your praise. Keep send some energy his way.
Play some DMX too.
Yeah,
man.
put that shit-
I've been listening to a lot. Like I listened to It's Dark and Hell's Hot. I've been listening to that, bro. For the
You
last
drop-
couple days.
Could you
bro.
imagine dropping 2 albums in 1 year and they both
Both
go
number
platinum?
Yeah.
Come
They
on,
said him
man.
and Pac the only ones to ever do that.
Come on, man.
Right.
What we talking
Bro,
about? That's some real
he
legendary
is
shit.
infectious of a person.
He is.
Yeah.
Like, when you-
undeniable,
Yeah.
undeniable voice, undeniable passion and pain in his
Yeah.
voice.
If he walked in a
Yeah.
room, how would you not remember him, even if he was a normal nigga?
Yeah.
I always
He
thought
made-
about that.
He made it cool to bark on the track.
I mean, we were freestyling. I did that
Nigga,
one time.
when
He's
you-
like, "Okay, when we start actually rapping, we ain't gonna do that bark shit." And I'm like, "Fuck you, nigga."
Yeah,
Like,
shut
'cause
up.
I love DMX,
Man.
bro. I was like, "Fuck
when
you."
you hear that, come on, X gonna give it to you. He on the road, X gonna deliver it to you. Knock knock, open up the door. It's real, nigga. What?
Hey
Bro.
man,
Come
that was.
on, man.
You ever used to play Def Jam Vendetta,
Yeah,
bro?
that was
Oh
my
my
Yo, that was my
God,
fucking
bro.
game,
About
bro.
to say,
DMX was my
bro.
favorite nigga to be on it. Him and Luda was my 2 favorite niggas, bro.
Yeah,
same.
they had the coldest moves.
And Proof. R.I.P. Proof.
Proof,
R.I.P.
yeah.
Proof. Proof was on that bitch. That was my
Yeah,
nigga too.
man. Wow, Def Jam, and none of them niggas got paid for that.
That's Fucking crazy.
I
That
found
might
that
be
out.
one of the biggest criminal. Yo, that's a conspiracy.
I
The-
found
How
out
none of them
yeah,
niggas
Joe
get
Budden
paid
podcast.
for
That's for real. That's
Def
kind of
Jam
fucked
Vendetta?
up.
Yeah, they didn't get paid for that. Well, at least
Wow.
Joe Budden didn't get paid for that.
Fuck Joe Budden.
I
Joe
fuck
Budden.
Joe, don't do that.
No,
Man,
old
Joe.
Joe Budden was a bitch. I like him now.
He's still the same.
I like veneer Joe Budden.
Hey man, Joe Budden is fucking hilarious.
I
He's
feel like he
essential
doesn't
to
get
the
enough
culture.
credit, man.
He's essential to the culture.
He really
I feel
is.
like
I met Rory before. Rory did not fuck with me.
You met
Shout out
Rory before?
Yeah,
You know
I met
they
him
broke
before.
up. Like Rory and Maul aren't on the pod right now,
right now.
bro. And
I haven't watched the most recent
I've
Joe Budden pods,
been
but I heard he talked about seaspiracy on his most recent one.
No, he didn't. Now listen, I just listened.
No, he
no,
didn't.
no. Maybe not the most recent, but my
defensive.
nigga Mo was like, "Oh yeah, Joe Budden talked about this on the pod." Because I posted seaspiracy on my Snapchat. Snapchat KY the kid KYTHAKIDD.
Shut up,
on
you
the Snapchat.
thought. You fucking thought. Ugh.
Nigga, I'm just trying to. Yeah, you right.
Slide
You
in.
fucking thought, nigga. Ugh.
KYTHAKIDD.
But what was I? But bro, yeah, bro, I've been devastated because that's my favorite fucking podcast.
Yeah.
And
What happened? Do you know the ins and outs of what happened?
So there was some beef. Like you could see it brewing a couple weeks prior to Maul and Rory leaving. Like something was off.
So
I don't
both
know.
of them were beefing with Joe, or they were all beefing
I'll
with
give
each
you
other.
the story. I'll give you
That
the story.
shit academics been saying sunk in. That's what the fuck.
Fuck Act.
I fucking hate
Fuck Act,
academics.
bro.
Bro,
Act is a cancer to the culture,
Bro,
bro.
Honestly.
no. Look, I think
Fuck
that's
Act,
what
bro.
I think that's what it come down to. Y'all like Joe, and I'm like Act. I'll shit
Don't,
talk all that
bro.
shit.
You want to
You
put that
don't
take in
even
the air?
wanna Be like,
Hold up.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
you
not
want to
like-
put
Wanna
the
put that
I'm
on
like
tape?
Act take in
Like
the air?
the stuff that I would like prefer to talk about is more of like an Act thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm more Joe Budden.
Because
if
I
we
like the
talking
I
about
like
that.
the shit talk stuff because it's fun. I like the jokes and stuff, you know.
but it don't really be jokes. He be doing it to like get clicks and
No,
shit.
he's
I don't-
definitely extra now. Like he's got his ball, like his nuts on the table, trying to look like something now.
Yeah,
Because like
it's-
when I first started watching him, you gotta like the reason why I do like him is because I saw him from the beginning when he was awkward, didn't know how to talk, wasn't showing his face. Nigga, like you gotta realize we didn't even see what this nigga looked like for like 4 years.
I mean, I didn't know.
Nobody
anything
knew
about- I
what he
wasn't-
looked like because he had, like hid behind his computer. So it's
Yeah.
like I saw all
He's
this shit
secure ass
and
nigga.
saw how he became into like, you know, being more comfortable talking, all that shit, like actually being a personality.
Got you.
So that's why I like him.
Yeah, but he kind
Y'all
of
saw him
overstepped
once he was
it,
out
though.
here being a dickhead, bro. He's being a dick now, yeah.
Bro, he just is one of them people. He got a name, he got a little bit of fame, and now he forgets that the rappers he talks shit on is what made his career in the first place.
No, 100%.
yeah.
Even
I mean-
the Chirac shit, bro. I'm surprised a lot of people even fucking forgave him for that because, bro, he was calling
Vince,
people the
Vince
crazy
Mensa,
shit.
Vince Mensa cut into him about that. You remember that?
No, I didn't even pick.
Big Mensa when he came on to
Everyday
he went in.
struggle.
Everyday Struggle, yeah, he was
But
like,
Vic
that's
Mensa
some
did-
hoe shit.
Vic
He
Mensa
called
can't
him
talk
out. He's
shit,
like,
bro,
you a
'cause he's the
bitch
same
ass
way.
nigga.
He's the same way though. That's why nobody even fuck with Vic because he's the same way.
Vic,
Like Vic thinks he's like taller than he is. Like
Big Mensa. I haven't seen
Bro,
much about Big Mensa.
he
man.
just
I
put
can't
out an
think of it.
album. Nobody's heard it.
Oh yeah,
I
did
mean,
not
I
hear
wasn't
that.
the biggest Vic fan to begin
I
with. to be
was, bro.
honest.
Like he was in a band and shit. Like he was a good person to look up to. I looked at him the same way I look at Chance and Gambino, bro.
Hey, who? Real quick before you talk about this story, Rick, who are your favorite people in hip hop interviews to watch? I'll go first.
Vince Staples.
Vince, bro. I was say my nigga Vince Staples, bro.
That nigga
Yo,
is
Vince
funny.
Staples.
nigga.
Every
Easily, bro.
interview Vince Staples do is
Vince
clap.
Staples-
Wittiest
is a-
person I've ever seen.
You said what?
Wittiest person ever.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous.
On a dime, he'll think of something just to like get back at your ass and say it's so smooth.
You'll say some
Like,
random
bro.
shit. Be like, nah, bro, on Crip, like you can't even do nothing about that. Like it's some crazy shit about that. Like
Bro.
I guarantee with Seaspiracy, he was like, he would say some shit like, you know what, bro? No, it's really all a cover up for the Jews that are in like New York that are covering for.
Bro,
the
that
niggas
nigga's
that are
enlightening.
Asian. Like, bro,
He's enlightening.
He act
I
like
love
he-
listening to that nigga, bro. That
Yeah,
nigga's
bro.
hilarious, bro.
if for some reason I take everything he says as true.
Bro,
Hey,
he's
and
the
it's
only
funny,
person
though.
that can rap how he does too.
Bro, that nigga's funny as
Yeah.
hell. He was like, "Y'all don't stream my shit. Come to my shows. I don't give a fuck if you stream my shit or not. I don't
Just
need
come
no
to the
screen
show,
numbers. Come to
yeah.
my shows. That's how I get my paper."
It's yo Vince. He's
Hilarious,
he's
bro.
a cultural gem.
Especially
Bro.
when he gets to talking about the shit going on in LA. He like, man, these niggas don't be from nowhere. They don't know nobody. My mama was really out here cripping, nigga. My mama and CC and them nigga really cripping. They don't know none of them niggas, bro.
Yeah,
Bro.
Vince,
Hilarious.
Vince is
Why
great.
does nigga sound like him?
He do sound
I
just
watch
like
him,
Vince.
bro.
Yo,
I
that's
watch
kind of crazy.
all of that
Yo,
nigga
Ours,
interviews,
how
bro.
many interviews with Vince have you
Bro,
watched? You
a
watched
whole
them all.
bunch, bro. Have y'all seen the Joe Budden one with him?
Yeah,
Duh, I
yeah,
see
You
yeah,
know
yeah.
one?
The
Okay,
pull
yeah,
up?
that's a good one. That's
Yeah.
a pull up, yo.
Bro.
Dude's fucking
When he was
hilarious.
talking about, actually, I ain't gonna bring that up, but yeah, nigga, he was talking about a lot of shit on that.
Talking about what?
The one with him. Ah, God, why can't I think of this New York nigga name? Anyways, bro, plenty of 'em. Plenty of great fucking.
Yeah, no,
interviews.
Vince Staples is great. And yeah, that's my favorite.
I want
hip-hop interview.
Gambino.
I like 21 Savages for some reason too.
I've never seen the
He
21 Savage interview.
slowly opens up.
He's a real nigga, bro.
You know
He
who
is a
would
real
be
nigga.
a good person though? After seeing the one that he did, he was like, I hope so. Like Kodak, bro.
Oh my nigga.
That nigga.
Shout out Kodak.
He
Shout out
leveled up.
Kodak, bro.
He leveled up on his interviews, bro.
Bro,
He did.
he's a smart young nigga, bro.
What, Rico? What? Say it.
Why do niggas keep shooting
I
at him?
am
Bro.
so
He keeps getting shot at, bro.
Said that right before the podcast.
I'm
I forgot.
so unimpressed.
Bro,
by
he
Kodak
is
Black.
funny. Like, I think it's just because he dumbed down himself, bro.
When he did his white boy impression,
Bro.
I'm not gonna lie. When he does that, that shit's pretty funny.
When
I
he
love
looked
niggas with
like
the white
Cookie
people.
off of Next Day Classify.
Listen, I have
Dog,
nothing
oh
against
my
Kodak,
God.
but yeah, he does always get fucking shot at.
Bro, ever since he got out, he's been getting shot at on like a week.
Because he keeps saying, he's like,
You're-
y'all, we shoot shit around here. Brr, brr. Like, that's
Bro.
literally what they were doing one
Bro,
day.
he was
talking
at a
shit.
show and it was a red dot on his chest.
I remember that. I
And
remember seeing
his
that. They had
security
to get
pulled
him
him away, bro.
Yeah, his security guard just got shot.
Yeah. The same nigga that did
Yeah.
that, yep, just got shot, bro.
And
Shit, 30 shots.
Bro.
They said 30 shots was fired
You
at
gotta-
him and his team.
You gotta realize this
Jesus.
nigga fight over stupid shit, though. Like, he's like fighting with, what was it, Pooh Shiesty over
Bro.
the band thing, bro.
Bro,
Like,
Bro, it's some other shit going on with him because his niggas that he be with, bro, like the niggas he grew up with, like a lot of them niggas then got picked off already, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's like the #1 target of some street shit really going on in South Florida.
Bro, G1
So I
Don's
think like
the
he's
only
looked
one.
at as the ultimate prize in that war.
right.
So I feel like that's what's going on.
Bro, but look at Triple X. He was the same thing. Like, anybody from Florida, niggas just hate. Like, literally, from living down there, I
Florida
see
niggas
that
is
people just
different.
envy.
Florida
like-
niggas is different.
Like,
Different, man.
it's just
Different in
straight.
South
Like,
Florida,
bro, Florida is crazy because, nigga, we were at the gas station. Niggas was shooting at the gas station, bro. We had to skirt out in a fucking avalanche. We were driving an avalanche. I ain't never seen a vehicle that big fucking skirt.
Avalanche.
Bro, I ain't never
I used
seen
to
a
want
vehicle
one
that
so
big
bad.
fucking same.
When they
But
first dropped
that
it.
bitch skirted. Like, my mom wasn't
Truck
playing
and
no games, bro. They were
Mm.
shooting at the fucking gas station. Everybody knows, even at GTA, you don't shoot at the gas station, nigga, if you trying to do something. Like,
Yeah,
you don't. Because you just gonna,
That's that
like, bro,
Florida shit, bro. That shit is different.
a different breed.
And when you meet a Florida nigga, you know it. Like,
Dog,
yeah, this
Shane.
nigga from Florida.
I want y'all to meet Shane. Shane, I want him to come on here so bad, bro. He's a old boy that do my tattoos. Crazy as fuck. Don't give two shits, bro. Like, we were at the show. He grabbed up Mo. He was just like, damn, girl. He's like, come here, trying to help her through the crowd, like twirl her around and shit. Like, he does not give a fuck.
Right.
Scary as fuck. He looked like Stitches, kind of like how he acts and shit.
Mm.
But the nicest nigga ever. Just don't fuck him over. Like, he fucks with me because, like, I ain't scared of him. I'm like straight up with him. Like, we're chill.
Mm-hmm.
But like, there's some nigga trying to like, they like said something rude to him. He's like, I'm the nicest person ever. Why the fuck would you say that to me? He was trying to fight somebody just because he knows he's nice. People are trying to fuck with him.
Right.
But that's how Florida nigga is. They'll flip. Like, he was telling me this shit. Like, I want him to come on here, bro, because he was like, yeah, I used to steal motorcycles. Like, we would go and pull up with the truck, throw the ropes out, bring that bitch up. Like, just all the craziest shit.
The newest up and coming Florida rapper, that nigga Spot him got him. Have you seen that nigga?
Yes,
Dog,
bro.
He
Bro.
looked,
Bitch, come on, nigga. Oh,
I literally said I want to see how
Ride
he talks.
around with 4 bricks, 24 coat.
That nigga,
You know the
looked
word.
like-
Go ahead. Yeah.
He looking
Long,
like he's
she
smelling
want-
something nasty the whole time, bro.
Bro, that nigga look like a demon baby,
got-
bro. Shout out Spot him got him though. That nigga.
These niggas are. He looks like a
Demon
stone
baby.
cold killer. Like, fam, I'm not. If I ever run into that, I'm not even going to dap. I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna put my head down
That
and
nigga
just walk
skinny
by.
as
Florida
me.
nigga, bro.
What are you
Florida
talking
nigga.
about, Rico?
You said-
You would slap
Have
him
you
and he
seen
would,
that nigga?
Bro.
He got at least 8 bodies.
Listen, I don't
At
give a
least.
shit what his structure looks like. The nigga looks like a
I don't
killer.
care what his structure.
I don't
looks
give
like.
seen
a
that nigga
fuck
before,
about
bro?
that nigga's physical profile.
You seen him
He-
before, Jawan?
No, I seen like a couple
Spot
of
him got
pictures.
him. Spot him got him.
Yeah, look it up right now. And that nigga will take your soul and shoot the
I've
shit
seen
out
his
of you.
face, but I ain't seen him like full body like a bunch of times. I've seen his full
That
body
nigga
once.
said it himself. He said, "Bitch, I got no sense."
That's what he said.
Yes, nigga.
I don't know a word to that song. I only
Nigga.
know the baby's verse because that nigga I can actually
Bro,
understand
come
on the remix.
on.
But
Demon
This
baby,
nigga look
bro.
like a Dragon Ball Z
he
character.
looks like he will shoot the shit up, my guy.
Demon baby.
Like with a Draco.
Shout out Spot 'em Got 'em though, man.
Yeah,
Like
No, I
Young
fuck with
Nigga.
this shit heavy, though.
problems.
Bro,
gotta-
I be banging that shit every time, bro. Like that shit go hard, but like
No sense?
Yup,
Bitch, I got no sense. Hold the start.
this nigga got a trap house, a Buddha, and what is that? Something like a demon hand holding a penny bank.
That's
Demon
what I'm
baby,
saying,
bro.
bro.
Bro, that nigga.
Listen,
Like this nigga. What the fuck is
and why do niggas still sag their pants? I will never understand.
Bro,
that.
he's showing off the ethicas, nigga.
Nah,
What
I'm
is-
good on that
what,
shit.
The what?
NBA young boy, bro. You be seeing him on
You
stage?
know what that nigga's? You looking at his drawers right now,
Bro, he be
Okay.
it look
Alright.
like he about to shit himself, bro.
Etika. Is
Have
that like
you ever
a?
wore some ethicas? Okay, then.
I gave those
some PSDs and some ethicas. I might got some PSDs on right now.
You got some Eticas?
I got some PSDs.
nigga.
on.
But you
Only
got
wear
Ethicas?
Tommy.
Yes.
How much are Eticas?
Like $26 a
A
pair.
pair? See, that's
$25 a pair. Yeah. Yup.
Nigga, $1 off.
That's.
I was just thinking like, yeah, they are 25. a
He's
pair.
like,
Them
yeah,
shit
it hurt. It
Yo,
hurt.
fam, for $26 a pair, them shits better cut on my nutsack.
Bro,
my guy.
he's a
I got some
fucking kid.
PSDs
This
on.
is who you're scared of.
No, that's an old picture. You can
Nigga.
tell by the dread length.
I know, but still, like,
Bro,
bro,
he looks
That
like
nigga
a
mom bad as
stone
fuck.
cold killer.
Hey,
well, his mom
respect
only
Spot 'em
got
got him.
I mean, his mom
this
probably
nigga
only like
14 with
38.
tattoos.
Look at her up, nigga. She made the shade room.
You know-
She's so bad.
She made the shade.
They was like, Spot 'em got him's mother. It's a bad bitch.
I hate the shade room. I hate the shade room. I hate TMZ. I hate all that gossip.
Bro, you never actually finished the Joe Budden Maul Rory story.
That's a long story, and there's still a lot of things
Is it
missing.
that story?
It's not a long story. So like tension was building between the pod, right?
Okay.
And you could see it, you could hear it. Like shit was fucked up. Rory would be like, "Bro, we could fight right now," and you would think it was a joke, but the way he said it, like it would come off really weird. So apparently, Joe sat this nigga aside like, "Hey, bro, you should like take a few pods off, like just sit a couple of them out." Maul got mad that Joe told Rory that he had to sit a couple pods out. And then Maul was like, "Fuck that, I'm not showing up either." So Rory and Maul haven't been on the pod.
Wow.
It's been Parks, him, his nigga Ice, his nigga Ish. And
Wow.
yeah.
I've not been keeping up with it lately. I did not know all that was going on.
So I think it's about 3 weeks now with no Rory and Maul, which is like weird.
Rory
but I'm
don't
like,
fuck with me.
yeah, what happened?
Shout out Rory, but he don't fuck with me.
Yeah, what did you do? I mean, you was probably drunk and shit. Like, yo, Rory, what's good?
Bro,
like, I've
this was
seen you
at
fanboy on some
Palooza.
shit.
What?
You fanboy straight hand when we were in New York.
Nigga, I just was like straight hand. He was
No,
like, what
no,
up?
you say yo straight hand, straight. Hey,
Nigga,
yo,
I said,
straight
I
hand.
said straight hand. He
You
was
said-
like this.
You was like yo straight.
That nigga look way older in real life, bro.
Way older, tall as shit too.
That nigga, yeah.
I care more about
But I
pro
ain't
skaters
fanboy
than I do
over 'em.
any other famous people, to be
You said
honest.
pro skaters.
Yeah,
Well, that's because you relate to them more.
I guess.
I think we all care about more to what we relate to
Yeah.
100%.
than those we don't.
But even meeting him, bro, you know how many people I like met that like I ended up being best friends with one of the pro skaters that I met, and he lived in my street, right across the street.
what's his name?
What?
Tony Hawk.
Like, wait.
Bucky Brick. What was it?
Who's the
Bucky
pro skater, nigga?
Oh, it's fucking what you call it? Sabo Walker. I thought you were like, what's his name? Like, I don't know him. Like,
No, I'm asking. I'm curious,
Oh,
nigga. I don't know who
okay.
it is. Like,
Hey, but I'm gonna tell you what happened with
it's
Rory.
Sabo, but it's C.
oh yeah. I do want to know what happened with Rory.
So I was at Duce Palooza. This was summer 2018, right?
When
I was
shit
at Duce
open.
Palooza. I was fucking with this one girl.
You actually
And,
went?
at Duce Palooza, Chicago? Yeah, I was there.
It was lit.
Yeah, it was lit, nigga. It was for sure fun. Nigga, I had went there, and one of the girls. So I went with this one girl and my roommate because he was friends with her, but I was fucking with her at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And her
He
friend,
low key wanted to hit.
huh?
He low key wanted her, didn't he? Yeah. You fucked up. For
I mean,
that.
she was bad.
You
She was
fucked up
bad.
for that. You was the one she wanted, but he wanted her, and you probably knew that too.
No, but like how it.
Nah,
how
you
we
ain't a
met,
homie.
nigga. We met at right up the street there at what's that place up the street called in Royal Oak?
Nigga, you know how many places are in Royal Oak?
Nigga, one of the main places in Royal Oak.
Fifth
I'm
Ave?
a little drunk, so I can't think of it right
Fifth,
now.
like the bar? Are we talking bars? We talking
Bar, club.
Fifth Ave?
No.
Fucking Fifth Ave. Nigga, I don't know
can't
what
think
being
of it,
Royal
bro.
Oak.
I can't
Anyway,
think
so
of it.
you met her. You met
I
her
met
in
there,
Royal Oak
she got on
through
me.
him. You met
He
her
was there with her, and I happened to be there. And
Oh
I ran
my
into my
God.
roommate.
So
I
wait,
ran
did
into my roommate.
Did you know him or her first?
No, the other nigga was my roommate.
Okay.
But she
Not
was
Woods.
there with him. No,
No, this is different.
she was
Okay.
there with him, and then she
So
seen me,
they were
and
there-
she told him like, oh, like, cause I dapped him up, like, what's up, kid, bro? And then, and then I was like, what's up, bro? I ain't trying to get the story out there. But whatever, he was there with her, and then she was like, "Oh, who's that?" And then she wanted to know who I was, and then at that point, I started talking to her.
Damn, you
Fast
took her. You
forward.
took her from you know that, right? He might never express his feelings towards her, but you gotta think it was just them two together.
Like they whole friend group,
But them two, okay.
so it was like 2-3 other people. That
I'm
was
just trying to start some shit. But
Yeah,
alright,
I know,
okay.
yeah. I'm hip, nigga. I'm
I'm
hip.
just trying to start some shit.
But anyways, nigga, so we all went to Duce Palooza together some weeks after that, and her friend was actually friends with Rory.
Ooh.
Yeah, like very big coincidence. And Rory used to be one of those people that was involved in Duce Palooza.
Yeah.
So after we
They
all left,
sold
we
it,
all
right?
left
I
together.
believe so. I believe they sold it.
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't
I
matter.
had no affiliations with it after that time. I just went that one
Right,
time.
right.
I didn't know what happened
I
after that.
got you.
But anyways, we all left together, right? And we was walking, and this was in Chicago. We was walking in this place to eat or whatever. And I was just asking him. I was like, yo, I was drunk. I was like, yo, what's up, man? I was just talking to him right quick. I was like, bro, do Joe really be bugging like that in real life? And then he was
There
like,
you go.
he was like,
It's like,
they
don't
were
bring
like,
up-
oh, Kyle, don't ask him that. Don't ask him. I'm like, what? Like, but my roommate was like, bro, I don't think that's a bad question.
That's
I think
really
he's just
really
wondering.
not a bad question. If
You
you're
feel me?
genuinely curious,
I was like, do
and
he
you
really
walking
act
by
like
the
that
nigga-
off camera? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, then he was like, well, you know, man, Joe, that's like family, bro. You know, that's family. That's family. That's family. I can't really listen. That's family.
Exactly,
I'm
because
like,
this nigga
okay,
ain't trying to
whatever,
fuck up his
nigga.
bag, bro. He'd be like,
Fuck up his bag?
That's
I mean,
not
bro, what
fucking
is he
fam.
doing?
Listen, if somebody if for
If a
some
nigga
reason
came up to me, it was like,
Yo.
did Rico act like that on cam that he do off cam? I'd be like, yeah, nigga, a goofball. That's my brother, but yeah, that's how he really is. His personality comes through.
it's me.
Or if not, I'd be like,
All
you
right,
know,
there
we
you
drink a little bit on the pod. He'd be a little sauced up. So
all
sometimes,
right,
you
there's
know.
your answer then. Right
But even though I
there.
do be like it's me.
But I'm saying
But-
he didn't appreciate the question.
That's what I'm saying.
he didn't fuck with me.
Kyle.
He didn't fuck with me.
Yes, I'm
He didn't
hurting. Yes, I'm
appreciate the
jaded.
question.
I was gonna take a shot, but I'm not. Shout out Rory. I was gonna say something about that night, but I ain't gonna say that.
Well, you was a little cleaner than them or something. You got some better shoes on or some shit. Hey, it don't even matter.
I was never mind.
Spotting got him.
But anyways, yeah, Rory doesn't fuck with me. I don't think. Shout out Rory if you do watch this.
Shout out Rory. Shout
I
out
hope
Joe
y'all
Buddy
get
Pod.
back on the pod, man. Y'all pod's the legendary pod, low key.
Yeah, y'all turned into my favorite pod,
Legendary
and
pod.
my life has been in shambles since y'all haven't been on. So y'all should probably
Yeah.
get
I ain't watched all 2 weeks because I ain't been at work.
Cap.
But
cap. I'm not capping.
Cap.
I've listened to every. Never mind. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. What capping? Anyways, all right. What we got to talk about next?
Lil Nas X, man.
Little Nas X, the young goat. Lil Nas goat. Lil Nas real nigga out here. Like,
Did you watch that shit?
No.
I was surprised.
the video
Sada
you
Baby
sent me?
got so
Yeah.
much flack for saying like.
wait, what
said.
what
he
did Sada
say?
Baby say?
He was like, God, we said Lil Nas X, not DMX.
Who said that?
Sada said that.
Sada, shut the fuck up.
I'm surprised he got as much flack as he did for that.
No, you should.
Bro,
get
that's
flack
old.
for that.
That's how,
Shut
like, bro,
up.
if you saw all his old tweets, that fits exactly who he is, though.
Sada,
Like,
That's no, but that's you. No, you don't do that. Period. I don't give a fuck what fits you. That doesn't make it right. Just because it fits you.
It doesn't, make it right. But I'm saying, like, I'm not surprised that he would say that, is what
Okay.
I'm saying.
Gotcha.
but man, with
That's
the Lil-
old him,
Lil
like what
Nas
he's always
X
saying.
shit, like, what is the agenda?
I don't think
What
there-
is going on?
I don't think there is an agenda. Listen,
feel
that
like
nigga
he's finding
came,
himself finally.
shown, conquered, #1 hit. Montero, call me by your name, bitch, or my name, whatever the fuck it is. And it's a hit.
You just have to
a hit.
realize this, like,
I haven't even heard this.
Oh my God.
what I realized within his coming up and coming out, the way that he is now is him finally being comfortable with himself. And within doing that too, he's breaking down walls. I will give him that 100% because, like, literally, like, that's the only thing that I'm seeing as, like, this shit would have never happened. He would never dress the way he does or anything unless he actually got comfortable with himself.
So you cool with like all the Satan in his video?
Him riding
the
Satan,
demon sneakers, and
giving
all that?
giving Satan a lap dance.
I feel like
didn't
it was
actually watch
satire.
it. I heard
No,
about
it's wild. The video's fucking
It's
insane. But I don't
crazy,
I don't
bro.
care. It's not for me.
If you watch that
Who
shit,
is it for? Then?
you'll really
His
know what
fans,
younger
nigga.
niggas?
His fans.
His fans is younger people than us.
No.
Oh,
Bro,
I keep saying, though,
listen, it's the little dudes I know that love Lil Nas X are young dudes.
How
Little.
young?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So
12.
that's not his fault because I think Old Town Road was such a hit in its own. If you listen to the shit
might
that's
so
not
many
be his
remixes,
fault,
yeah.
But is it for him that he knows his demographic to still push a certain thing? Does that responsibility fall on him?
Wait, who's to say what he gets to pick
Nigga,
his
that
demographic?
nigga goes-
He gets to pick his demographic, sir.
Bro, that nigga goes and does shows and walk-ups at fucking like elementary schools and middle schools.
Nigga, you
Bro,
know
what
what the
about?
bag is looking like?
I agree
for that?
but nigga, what are
Shit,
are
yeah.
you selling at
Listen,
that point?
at that, you know how many people will do random birthday parties and shit? It's not too hard to like get an artist to come
Nigga,
perform.
that's his demographic. He knows that.
No,
I would
at the
say-
end of the day,
So-
and at the end of the day, I don't. That may be the demographic consuming him the most, but that doesn't mean that that's the demographic that he wants to target, and therefore he can't be put to blame for that.
you're right.
It's
you don't
not-
really
you
choose
can't-
your demographic,
let
bro.
me
Your
simplify
demographic
it.
chooses you.
You can't.
Old Town Road ain't no nigga. Obviously, he chose a demographic.
Nigga talking about drinking lean and shit in it.
Yeah, like he said I didn't. He's like I was talking about fornicating, like all that shit on there and doing drugs. You decide to let your kid listen to that and hear it differently because he
I
said
agree,
but
he
he
said he was
knows his
sipping lean.
demographic.
Cheating on. He's like
but he
cheated on
knows
my
his
baby.
demographic, regardless.
But my thing
So
is,
what is that
this.
bit? What is the video that he just put out? Like what? He's just trying to keep pushing the boundaries.
And I mean,
Like,
that's,
what is it?
To
I
be
don't know.
to
I
be
don't
fair, at the end, he killed the devil. He kills him.
Yeah.
He kills him.
I say that it's
part-
satire on the sense of the devil thing is what I'm seeing that from. But let me explain to you guys. This is my seeing of the demographic thing.
Yeah, coming from an artist perspective, I would love to actually.
So let's just say something like super simplified, exactly what we're doing right now, right? I started my YouTube, the same place that we post all this shit, how we talk, what we
talk about
decide to
in a
talk about, all the shit that we do on here now. When I started my YouTube, I started doing hair videos. My demographic ended up being a lot younger people. I was a person that was like 18 when I started doing YouTube, right? So I was doing YouTube, but the people that were hitting me up were a lot younger, like, you know, like 9-year-olds, all that shit. Like I had a lot of fans, like they would send me long messages. Like we had like a good rapport. Like people actually looked up to me, want to talk to me. They could access me. They enjoyed me. But me growing up, me seeing the things that I like, me finding myself in California and all these things, now I'm doing this. I know that my followers that I have, like the 4.5K that we do have on this YouTube, is predominantly that younger people.
Right, right.
But I'm still giving them this type of content when we're talking about Lil Nas X and shit that they could possibly look up. When we're saying fuck this and that, we're talking about fucking OnlyFans girls, all this shit. But I know that's what people that are following me on this page.
Now, let me ask
But
you
I
this.
found
though.
myself and grew.
All right, and that's okay because
Yeah.
honestly, people grow with their artists. But do you ever feel a certain sense of responsibility to them?
100%.
To a point.
A
To
certain
point.
percent. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like I'm seeing it from the perspective of,
You're not
I'm-
committing to that demographic, obviously.
well,
Like I'm just gonna cater to them and like fuck trying to spread out.
yeah,
Obviously,
I
you're not
care
doing that,
more
but
about
you
my
do-
artistry, though.
But
That's
you,
what
exactly.
I'm saying.
But you care. But you at the end of the day, you know who's following you, and you still try to set a decent influence. In a way,
I set the influence of my beliefs, though.
there you go.
That's what I'm doing. That's what
yeah.
he believes in, and that's the other thing too. I grew up as a straight kid. I was a skateboarder. Like, what is my only problem? Like racial things. Like, he had a racial thing, and he also had a sexuality thing that he wasn't able to
Yeah.
express. So I see it from me saying, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna talk, act how I want to.
right.
Same thing. It's just another field that I haven't been in, but I could look at and respect because of the openness of him being comfortable with himself now, like seeing him
True.
grow into himself. That's
Listen.
what I give credit to.
Listen. Answer me this one question. Name one openly gay rapper that's not a female.
Tyler the Creator,
No,
It's still on.
that's not
He's on the
open.
fence.
That's-
He's never
that's
like
like-
Frank Ocean,
That's not a
That's
rapper.
not a rapper, but
Not a
Tyler
rapper.
the Creator.
Tyler Creator isn't open about it. He hasn't
is
like
open
he hasn't
about
been
it.
like, yo, I'm gay. He jokes around. He's never like came out
Tyler
as
Creator's
Yes, he
like
is.
Tosh.0. You don't know.
you
He just
don't
does
you
shit.
truly don't know.
Bro,
he
yes, you
he
do.
hints to it, but in the thing
That
that
nigga be having raps. Where
Name
he talks
another
about
one, nigga.
butt sex with dudes.
yeah, you're talking about the Funk Flex freestyle. Some people say that was a troll.
That
It
nigga,
was
bro,
because
he's
Funk
open
Flex
about
is
it.
a tough nigga.
But Tyler is an anomaly. He's a musical genius. He's on a different level of
How?
the. What do you mean?
How's that
how?
make him an anomaly? He's in the music industry. openly
Tyler
gay.
isn't the conventional rap. Name
Bro, he
name
came up
another
talking
one.
about
Nigga. Hold on,
rape and
stop.
got away
Bro,
with
Stop.
there is no
Stop.
such thing
Stop.
as a
Stop.
conventional
Yes, sir.
rapper.
Yes,
And
sir.
if you're talking
Yes,
about low level
yes,
niggas,
nigga.
all the most popular rappers are unconventional. That's what makes them great. That's what makes them great. In
I'll
music.
give you that. I'll give you that.
The top artists
Sure.
are always unconventional.
Take that. Besides Tyler and Lil Nas X, who is another openly gay rapper? That's not a female.
Young Thug. No, I'm kidding.
For one,
Young
Lil Nas
Answer
X
the
is a
question,
pop
nigga.
star.
Answer
He's
the
a pop
question.
star.
Lil Nas X is a rapper. You gonna respect him
He's a
as
pop
one.
star.
Answer the question, nigga.
Bro, you gave the
Answer the
only
question.
example that I gave.
Answer the question.
And you tried to just throw it out the window.
Because Tyler the Creator is an anomaly in the rap game. He is his own entity.
How?
He has his own hive. Like he can.
So is Lil Nas. Bro, all these niggas are their own entities. A lot of
Drake.
them are.
Drake is his own entity.
Yes.
Or Drake has like a.
That
Drake
nigga's his own
is
entity.
a worldwide like.
He's his own entity. That nigga is. That
You're
nigga
not-
is enormous.
But
That
listen.
nigga's enormous. He's
why
his
do-
own entity.
Okay, but in
He's
this,
got fans all the way from
Drake-
68 to 10 years old.
Drake never took Lil Baby's flow and tried to make it sweet.
He took everybody's flow.
Stop.
Bro.
Exactly my point.
But
Thank
that's
you.
the
Wait.
point, though.
Wait.
That's
That's
the-
Tyler the Creator has never done
music
that.
is
And that's
about borrowing and paying homage to, bro.
Tyler the Creator.
A lot of music is influenced
But-
by other musicians,
But
bro.
let me get my point
You
across.
can't- you
Let
can't-
me get my point across, nigga. Is that Drake?
Go ahead. What
Drake,
point are you?
Drake will come and try to conform to whatever is hot in rap, and I don't blame him for it because he does it and he kills
Yeah,
that shit.
Tyler finds old
Tyler
punk
does
bands.
his own shit. Tyler has never.
Drake does the same shit too, though.
He finds underground punk bands that influence him.
But
I'll
my
give him that.
point being is that you will never see the only group you could say Tyler like bit off of, or you can hear the influences is NERD.
I haven't listened to enough Tyler to even say, but
I
bro,
know the
artists,
old punk bands.
artists,
That's what
bro,
I'm saying.
most great artists bite off of people. Kanye's whole career has been about
Soul
sampling
samples,
old
yes,
people's
soul
shit.
Yeah.
samples. I know. I
So there's
understand.
nothing wrong with that. So if you want to talk about own
But
demographic,
that's why
okay.
I'm
I
separating
think we're
Tyler
still
as
getting
an
away from the
anomaly,
point.
nigga.
I think we're
Like,
still getting away
that's-
from the
I don't
point,
think
though.
that shit
That's-
matters, bro.
It does matter.
I think we're getting
Tyler
away
is
from the point,
different.
though.
Tyler is his own
Go
thing
ahead.
in rap.
Go ahead.
I think we're getting away from the point. The point is what Lil Nas X grew into. Like, that's what I'm talking about specifically.
Listen,
I see where you're coming from your
he's
perspective.
so
of
important
that.
for the gay community. It's ridiculous.
But that's what I'm saying. So like we have to see it from that perspective too. That's what I feel like we were missing. That's what I was gonna bring up is that I feel like he has a newfound obligation
exactly
that he's fulfilling
Yeah.
within seeing himself in a new light also.
But
That's what I was coming from.
I agree with that. And when he came out as gay, didn't bat an eye. I don't care about that stuff. I like the more inclusivity in different sectors of life, the better.
The
to
better,
me.
yeah, 100%.
Always, 100%.
100%.
But I just wonder, like, what was the whole point of the whole, the devil shoes? Like, what's the point of that? Like, what is that about? I get,
edgy.
There's
we
a certain,
I get
certain
we
shock
edgy.
factor.
Shock
Yeah, there's a
factor,
shock
it's
factor.
edgy, it's different. Who else, doing it? Like, it worked. He has a #1 song.
The reason why I said the thing that was different for this, there's a lot of people that I've seen previous times, like Big Frida, like stuff like that type of music. That's openly gay people like that. There's a lot of types of music, like what Jeffree Star used to do, that have gay people that are out there, but it's not mainstream. So I said he opened up a new door because this is a mainstream artist,
Rapper. Regardless of I know you might not call him.
He's
but
crossover. I will give you crossover.
He's a pop star.
At the
Pop
same
star.
time, it is a mainstream value that we have not seen yet. Because everything that we know, there'll be a bunch of people that don't know the fucking Big Fridas and all that shit
What
happening
about
in the
Sam
background.
Smith? He's an openly gay artist.
It's different. We're talking about, but this is strictly black culture. If we're being
It's not
kind
it's
of
Lil Nas
frank,
X black
rap
culture.
culture.
Is he really black culture?
Rap?
Yeah, I'll give him that.
He's a
culture.
black artist, but
he's-
his music
he's-
demographic is not necessarily.
They coined him bringing rap and country together. Like, yes, we need to stop that.
I give him both.
Stop
I
that.
definitely give him both.
Stop that.
Bro, they
Stop
only
that,
say
Kyle.
that. They only kind of say that, bro, just because he's black and he was doing country. What black rap song, Nas X made? He hasn't. He hasn't stepped into that bag. He's more pop than anything. But because
Old Town
he's
Road is a
black-
pop song.
I mean, that's
That's
kind
not
of
a pop song.
crossover, but that's it.
It's not a pop
That's
song.
a poppy song. That's a poppy sounding song.
No, it's not. Hold on. Let me.
No.
I think
The only I
it's
will
confusion
say this,
because of the
But
beat.
it is though.
The only thing that fucked me up with his new Montero song.
It is though.
This one lyric fucked me up.
And there's nothing
so-
wrong with that, nigga. But
This nigga
shit.
said, okay.
That's it.
Because I was vibing with it, right? So this is how the verse starts.
Who is this?
This is Lil Nas X. This is on his new songs. He says, I want to sell what you're buying. Okay. I get it. I want to feel your ass in Hawaii. I feel you. That's a vibe. I would love to feel, even though it's a dude he's talking about. I would love to feel a female's ass in Hawaii. That'd be lit. I want that jet lag from fucking and flying.
Lit.
I'm with you with that. The jet lag from fucking and flying. That's a vibe. Let's get on the PJ.
I tried to fuck on a plane before. It didn't work.
Didn't work. Them bathrooms mad small.
Too small, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand.
And they watch you. They're like, nope, someone's in there.
Oh.
Try to meet your shorty. Like,
See, yeah, don't fuck up the vibe.
15 minutes.
I felt so awkward taking a piss on an airline or on a plane. It's weird.
I want to be a part of the Mile High Club. I'm gonna have to fly private for that.
Or like a uppity first class where they like section off the thing. I've seen the video. But anyway,
I ain't gonna have enough cheese for that.
This was the lyric. So he goes, I want to said I want the jet lag from fucking and flying. I'm still rolling. I'm with you there.
I know
Lil
exactly
Nas.
the part you're talking about, bro.
Goes,
Oh,
shoot
God.
a child in your mouth while I'm riding. That's where that nigga lost me, yo. That's where he lost me.
It's the same thing as like.
Listen.
Do you remember the time when like everybody was like singing Frank Ocean, and then after that they found out that he said later on,
and I still be singing every Frank
oh,
song.
I still know that shit. I still fuck with it, but like I remember my homie. We were like, I started playing that song. He's like, turn that shit off.
What?
He's like, I used to sing that shit so hard, and I found out he was
that's
talking about a
insecurity.
nigga.
Now that's
insecurity.
homophobic,
Bro, and that's why I was like, bro, like it's okay. We fucked like bitches in the bed next to each other. Like, bro, it's okay.
Right.
I see
Like-
your ass. Like, bro. I'm like, what are you complaining about, bro? Like,
Hey,
dog.
man, that's homophobic for sure. That needs to get cut out of hip. That needs to get cut out.
And
of
that
a lot
was
of
years
things.
ago.
Black
like,
culture. That is
still.
what that needs to get cut out of. And listen,
We
so
getting better about it in black culture, I think.
slowly, but it's happening. Listen, bro, I was in a gas station. I bullshit you not. This was about 3 weeks ago. This is when I first wrote that topic in here.
Okay.
And this little Nas X thing actually ties together perfectly with it. This nigga was on one talking about how sadistic and wicked that shit is, and just going on and on and on.
Probably low key homo himself.
Probably. No,
You ride that hard against it?
low key a homo.
He's homo. He's
Low key gay. He's just
homosexual.
low-key- yeah, homosexual.
Homosexual.
I'm just, we gotta be.
Yeah, I'm not using no slurs.
No,
but
we gotta
you
be a
know,
little saying. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to smoke flag either way. And he's going on and on and on. And I didn't say something at first, but I'm hearing him talking. I'm like, he's so passionate about it. I'm like, bro, what is the beef with
Weird.
you? Like, what is your problem with somebody else
Somebody touched his booty hole.
doing? That could be
That's
the
usually
thing.
how it be.
Yeah.
That could be the thing. He could have got assaulted when he was younger or some shit like that.
He was in the gas station going off. That
Going
reminds me.
crazy
Of
with the clerk, and I know the clerk because I
This-
go up there all the fucking
this is an
time.
off-topic story. When I was in Houston, bro, it was this nigga who was on the phone with his girl, kicked him out the house. He kept calling her. He's like, answer the phone, bitch. You stupid gold digging bitch. This nigga was like, yo. He was like, yo, bitch, all right. He was leaving her on the voicemail. He's like, all right, bitch, you don't want to answer? I'm going to call my other bitch. Hung up. Called his other bitch. She ain't pick up neither. He's like, damn, these bitches hung up, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my god.
Why that reminded me of that. But yeah, bro. Going that hard.
I thought there was more to it.
That's like a
For no
that's like a
reason.
Karen going hard against Black Lives Matter.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
right.
Like why?
Perfect analogy or
Why?
example or
How
parallel.
is this affecting you? Why? Why
That's
are
what
you
I'm
so
saying. It
against
doesn't affect you whatsoever. Let them niggas live, bro. Let people live. Let people do what the fuck they want to do. It's
Yeah.
like it doesn't make sense to me. It
All due
baffles
respect, though, man. I like what Lil Nas X doing. I just was kind of like this most recent video. I was just like, what's the agenda? here?
Well, that's the
What are we
thing.
trying
Like,
to do?
I understand people having their own religions and stuff, and like seeing it in a different light.
talk this out.
So, like, I feel like that's like
Shit.
the biggest thing right now is that we have to realize that everybody else has their perspective, the ways they grew up, and all that
I
shit.
agree.
So, not everybody's gonna agree with it, and everybody's not gonna see the artistry behind it. Me, I grew up on punk shit, so I could see satanic stuff being used and not being an actual satanic thing.
Yeah.
So, like, that's just from my
But yeah,
perspective.
maybe that's just a shock factor for me. 'cause
Yeah, so that's what
different
I'm
than
saying. It's just
used
like
to.
that's why I understand why other people will be deterred by what's actually happening, and me having more comfort with seeing how the things I've seen. So
Yeah, and I know that there's parents out there who have younger kids who are like, I don't want my kids to see that.
Yeah,
That's,
so-
Don't let them
they're,
listen
they're
to
not.
the shit.
They're not. Yeah, they
Yeah,
don't
regulate
understand what's
better,
going
like
on.
regulate,
Honestly, be better
nigga.
fucking parents.
But at this
Sure.
point, if you're gonna give your kid a fucking iPhone when they're like 11, like nigga, you already fucked up. You can't, bro, because
Honestly.
these niggas can make their own YouTube account and lie about the age. There's no like the authentication factors. Like you can bypass that shit. You can bypass it. There's
So like, how do you?
think about all the people grandfathered in too, bro. There was nothing to re-authenticate what the age I actually was.
Right.
Like, there's nothing.
Bro,
So, bro,
that kind of scares me as a future. Well, if I ever have kids, I want to, but that like scares me as like a future. I think the whole as a parent, you just have to be wary. You just need to show them the way to move.
yeah.
Show them like, yo, this ain't the move now, or you can see something. Just know what's wrong. It's up to
Don't
you as a
make that
parent.
yourself.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
like
up to-
see it and calculate it.
Right. It's up to you as a parent to really teach morals and values and to really show a kid their worth and what they could become. I don't know.
100%.
That's weird. I don't really know. That's super fucking bizarre to me, being a parent.
Yeah.
And especially with the world coming up. Like, cause you gotta think when we were growing up, my nigga, all we had was flip phones.
Yep.
And I mean, shit, I didn't get my first phone until I was like maybe 15.
Bro, and it was hard
14,
to watch porn
15.
on that shit too. It was hard to find out shit that you didn't know.
It was swag, bro.
Like,
Lucky,
nigga, remember
lucky.
you gotta click like 10 times just to get to the bottom of a page on the
Oh
internet?
my god, bro.
You got
What?
You
Bro,
gotta
luckily.
hit backspace and forward, like hit the next thing just to like, oh my god.
Oh my god, it was awful. But luckily, my computer was in my room. Grandma.
Nigga, you had a computer?
Silly
What's she
grandma.
doing, man?
Good, man. I was just with her earlier. We had some sagebrush. I ordered some chicken
Oh, yeah, you
tenders.
did
Them
say
bitches was
that.
banging. She's good. Grams is chilling. She got her steamy. She up. She got a little boyfriend or whatever.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah, she got a little
How that nigga,
boyfriend.
bro? I gotta go press that.
I ain't met him yet. His name's Dennis though. I said shit that he
Dennis?
better
That's
he
my
better
old-
not be one. You know what I mean?
That's my ex granddad's name. Better watch that nigga.
That. Need to
Dennis
back that.
better not be a menace. I pull up, pow, pow, shoot that nigga, bro.
So,
Shot him, got him. Spot him, got him.
So what
whatever.
else did we
Got
have
him.
on the list though?
Bitch, I mean, no
Oh
sense.
yeah, let's go
the
ahead and
list.
take the rest of it
Oh,
out.
we can talk about the creeps, all the weird fucking weirdos.
Nah, let's talk about
Fuck niggas.
Katie versus Fading relationship.
Fading relationships.
Or actually, no, we haven't actually talked. This has actually been on the docket for a little while now. Friends' approval for a significant other. I think that's a good one.
Did we touch this at all, or did we talk about it in a
I think we
pre-pod?
briefly, yeah, we pre-pod talked about it.
Yeah.
Actually made a real pod discussion.
I think we talked about it together, like
Off pod?
ever so slightly, but then we didn't talk about it because it was just one of those ones we just went off.
Yeah. So we
Yeah.
talked about it off mic. We haven't talked about it, and honestly, that was
Yeah.
like 2-3 weeks ago. So I probably forgot what everything said.
Exactly.
So what sparked that was there was another podcast. It was a group of dudes, and it was like, hey bro, like
Hey, bro.
it was
Nothing starts well with that.
honestly. It was like, so if your homies don't really fuck with your girl, like, and none of them like her, like, is that an out? Like,
Very layered question.
it is very layered. And all of them, like, their instant reaction was like, no, she gotta go, like, blah, 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 like, she gotta get up out of there. So then that sparked this girl to make a TikTok where it was like, all niggas do is search for other dudes' approval. Like, all these dudes out here is really gay because all they care about is impressing their other male friends, blah, 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 blah. And that shit pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Because it's layers to this shit. Like, Kyle, I've known you since 6th grade.
Yeah.
John,
Yep.
I've known you since 6th grade.
Yeah, but y'all been closer though.
We have been closer.
Yeah.
Because you moved on the nigga.
But
still, I've known you for-
do.
I've known you for a long time. Still my nigga. You are my nigga. Y'all are my niggas, right? If I come in, I got a new shawty I'm talking to, right? Kind of fresh. Let's say we only been dating for like a month and a half,
Yeah.
right? I come and I bring her around.
Fresh meat.
Anybody can get it.
I come, I bring her around, right?
Right.
We kick it that one time, whatever function, whatever we out doing, whatever the vibes is, and the next day I come up to y'all, I say, hey, what y'all think?
I'm the type of person that I would be honest on like my first take. If she's like a bit of you, I'd be honest about that, but I would definitely tell you the things that I see that are missing. But I would definitely be trying to hang out more just to see.
But all of this is to say is I would value your guys' opinions because I have known you for so long. If I go and I ask my homie, what do you think about whoever the fuck it may be? It's only because I've known this person for X amount of years. This person fucking knows me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, let me say this. Same person.
Not saying I would cut her off. Let's say if they all just shit on her, I would
need reasons. I would need to.
Yeah. Like, explain to me
what is it exactly? Like, what do you feel? What do you get? To be honest, this is like I'm gonna keep it real though. Like, I want girls to understand how rare this situation is. I've never been in this. Like, personally, I've never been in a situation where one of my homies brought around a girl that they really liked, and I was like, no. I haven't really been in a situation, nor have I been the homie that brought a girl around and niggas was like, no, I can't. Like, obviously, like, I've been in toxic relationships younger, but I've never been one where niggas was like, nah, you need to, like, stop fucking with her.
It was one where I felt like I expressed some concerns.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Yeah, but that was a toxic relationship. yeah. You right. But hey, look though.
Oh my god.
I think the thing about it, and girls look at it as like, oh, they want to prove from other niggas, but girls don't understand.
Which is so false.
It's very false, but girls don't understand. Like, male friendships are like, especially long-term male friendships are like sacred. And it's not like in like no homo way, but it's like that's your homie, bro. That's a nigga that know you for good or for worse. Someone that will hold you accountable. If you have real, genuine male friends, they will hold you accountable.
Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like, my homie that did say something about somebody that I was dating, like when I was living with him, he was like straight up like, she's not for you, bro. And I was like, I didn't agree with him, but I still took it into consideration and try to like reflect on why he would think
he's
that.
Saying that. Exactly.
Because I've known him for as long as I know you, like both of y'all. Like,
exactly.
I've known him for that long, so it's like I'm gonna at least see because like he was around me like growing up and as an adult.
And your real homie not gonna say that just to say that.
Yeah, like
your homie, if anything, your homie wants you to be happy, so they have a bias towards wanting to see you happy.
That's it. Because if you happy, they gonna be good. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
But
so
I did see certain points that were more structured towards how he feels around this person. So I felt like that kind of took away from it because it seemed like a personal thing.
How do you mean?
Like he didn't like her because of how she was like wasn't as open with him.
Okay.
Oh, she didn't. Okay, I've actually experienced that with.
Yeah.
These are the layers we're talking about.
And that's what I'm saying.
This is
So
the nuance.
I understood where she was coming from not being open because of her previous relationship and having the problems that she did with like having somebody that was just like, you know, physical and all that stuff and not allowing her to be around other men.
Yeah.
So I knew where she was coming from.
Yeah.
So that's why I was kind of defending on that purpose. Because if it was something better about like personality or goals not matching up, then hell yeah. But like we were right on like, you know,
it
track
was something
with
more
that.
Personal to him.
Yeah. Something affecting his space.
And yeah, I've actually experienced that firsthand. One of my homegirls had a boyfriend, and they broke up a couple months ago. But I was super cool with him. That was my guy. Like every time we was all together, like we would chop it up, like we was cracking jokes. So that was the homie.
Yeah.
When I found out they broke up, I was devastated. I was like, what? Like, that's my nigga.
I've had that a few times. I'm like, bro, we just got.
But I was talking to some of the other homies in the friend group, and they were just like, yeah, I mean, he never really like was that cool with us. So like, I was blinded to the fact where like I was super cool with him, but everyone else, he wasn't like opened up to everyone else, and everyone else.
But
wasn't
you give a lot more though.
Yeah, no, that's facts. I'm just saying I can understand. Like I've
Well,
witnessed
seeing it
that.
from the-
I've
okay,
witnessed
yeah.
his perspective from other people.
And
you know what I'm
another
saying?
thing is like sometimes you wonder if your homies can see something that you might have a blind spot to.
Yeah,
100%.
Because in any relationship,
especially when you're infatuated by a girl when she
bro,
first
when
started
it's
coming
honeymoon
around.
phase,
Yeah,
you
oh
love
my
her,
God.
she's
It's
that.
lust
She's
driven.
the one,
Bro, it's there's so many ways that you can blind yourself to what you really seeing. And sometimes your homies can see the blind spots that you can't, and that's where their input is valuable.
Yeah.
But dudes don't search for approval. Maybe there are some. Of course, there's always exception to the rules.
There are some for sure,
but I don't ever search for my friends' approval in anything to that level. Not as far as like my relationships. I always, you know, what you think of her? She's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
But it's never like I'm doing something to please my homies. I think women do that. Some women kind of say that as a way to like devalue male friendships, because a lot of women feel like male friendships might take away from
jeopardize. I think
jeopardize certain things.
Even though, to be fair, some of these niggas ain't really friends.
But bro, that's why
some of these niggas ain't really
Listen,
friends.
bro, I've always been a great judge of character. It's one of
Yeah.
my best traits as a person.
Same.
I'm an excellent
That's how
judge
I
of character.
am.
Yeah.
And I can tell if someone's genuine or not genuine off the bat.
Mhm.
And if they're not genuine off the bat, I always keep my distance. And it's always been like that for
Yeah.
me. So
I feel
my
that.
core homies, bro, are like have always been solid to me for the longest.
Mhm.
Up, down, hell or high water, they always been solid to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, homies that don't have real homies around them, absolutely. They absolutely can.
And that's
fall
what I
into that
brag
trap.
about. Like, I love my friend groups that I do have because it's like I made the right selection. Like, if there's
Mm.
anything that I could look back on life and be proud of, it's the people that I actually have around me
Swear,
on a
me too,
weekly
bro. I feel you.
basis, because I actually have people that I like would brag to other people about. Like, not even just like a like with a girlfriend relationship, you want to be able to be like, yeah, I love her because of this, and this.
Mhm.
I can do that even more about my friends. Even before I had that relationship, I could brag
Bro,
about.
my
you know?
girlfriend tells me all the time, like, you got a really good friend group.
Yeah.
Your friends is all like cool. They
Yo,
all
Ash
good
is
energy, cool.
Ash is cool, man.
Yeah,
Ash is
my
cool.
baby.
Like her like when we were playing Top Golf and shit, like her talking shit and stuff like that. The banter.
See, that's what you need.
Yo, just
That's how Mo is, though.
Yo,
Bro.
Yo, Joanne, I haven't told you this, bro. So we're hooping. We're hooping like
Oh god.
this is like a month ago now, right?
Oh.
We were hooping.
Which, by the way, I was horrible at hooping.
This was before. Oh yeah, nigga. Have you gone on a run since? Have you done something
Bro, we
about
had
that?
a great run this morning,
Nigga.
Bro, you
Great
like
practice
you only
session
made
this
it
morning,
like
bro.
fucking
minutes.
5 possessions.
10
and you was
minutes,
out the
bro.
game.
Y'all didn't stop at all. Like
No,
I have
no.
a heart murmur, bro. Everybody's like, "Come on!" I'm like, "Look, I know me.
Yeah.
The only way I would go and sit down is if it was bad. Like I was about to pass out, bro.
Right. I mean,
I-
no, trust me. I believe
I would
you,
not
but,
give
like,
up
you
unless
can-
I
you-
physically couldn't
All
do
I'm
it.
You
saying-
can get in on some of our morning like training runs, though,
Nigga.
bro.
Yeah,
Like
like
today
you
we
need to go on a run.
I don't
bro.
run. I fucking skateboard and I do jump rope.
You need to
That's
go on a
it.
run.
I haven't even been jump roping or anything. Like I had to get cleared for basketball all the time, and the only thing that saved me in basketball
you
is that I
should've
would
said
get
that,
benched back and forth to go in, and you get to like take a breather when they do free throws.
You should probably
When the
like
ref blows the whistle, I got time to breathe.
you
Like,
should
bro.
probably like preface that next time. Like, yo, I got a heart murmur. Like,
Well,
I can't
nigga,
really be going
The difference
hard.
is
bro.
when I was younger, I ain't never smoked nothing.
Mhm.
I hit this all day, every day now. I'm 26. It's different. I was remembering those
Nigga,
times.
take some magnesium. You'll be all right.
Nigga.
Big Sean.
It
had a
was
heart problem.
way
Take
Don't
some
overdo the magnesium, bro. That
No,
got your
yeah,
digestion
no,
fucked
yeah,
up.
yeah.
I overdid the magnesium.
Bro, no, it's causing cardiac arrest for real, for real. People, I actually just read something. It was either
Bro.
magnesium or zinc. One of those two minerals are like really fucking people
Yeah,
up.
bro.
because-
Magnesium fucks your digestion up if you take too much of it. I was
Like-
taking my magnesium supplementation on top of my.
You get the
daily
shits or you
Mhm.
just don't
See,
feel
yeah,
good.
Nah,
you
you
just
was
can't eat
overdoing
right.
it a little bit.
bro. You
Both.
just start getting real bloated. This week.
But back to the
Nigga,
story.
I'm already like that.
So we hooping like this is probably a month and a half ago, right? Tell me why we hooping, right? This girl walks into the court.
Oh god.
This girl walks into the court. I had no idea who she was. Albeit she had a mask on. And to be fair,
Reek met her a long time.
it was a minute ago. So I didn't know at the time. She had walked in, like looked around. Kyle was like at the far side of the court, so she didn't. This is Kyle's girl. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So this nigga comes over. We're like looking at it. I peek out to the left. It was like a little shawty out there.
He's
or
like,
whatever.
"Damn, she got a thumper, dog."
I was like,
And he's
no, I was like, yo,
mine.
shawty, like I mentioned something to him about a girl that just walked by, and I was like, oh, bro, you should have just saw this little chocolate, this little chocolate shawty that just came in here.
Bruh.
He looks at this nigga looks at me. He goes, "Oh, Ashley." I go, "Oh, that's the fucking Ashley."
Dog.
Oh my
Hey, it was- hey,
god.
but it was
Oh
fun-
shit.
But what was so funny about it was like right before this conversation, Rico was like, "Bro, you ever just be the big nigga in the gym and you go and look at niggas' girls right in front of them, knowing that they not gonna do nothing to you?" I'm like, bro, that's toxic as hell. He's like, bro, I know, bro, but I'm just trying to assert
He's like,
dominance. I'm trying to
no,
let niggas
no,
know I'm
no.
asserting
He's
dominance.
like, no, it just happens.
You're forgetting.
Yeah,
You're forgetting
bruh.
a big portion of this. You're forgetting a big portion of this. No, I'm trying to make them more secure in building their ego.
So he
Yeah,
says.
you better handle that.
So
dog.
he
because,
said.
Handle that, dog.
listen. At the end of the day, and I'm helping Shorty out too, because if it gets to a point where that man is
helping them out by staring at his girl until the nigga feels like he need to do something about it. Let that
It's
sink
like,
in. I want the
That's
audience to
not-
let that
That's
sink in.
not what I
Let
said.
that logic sink in.
That's not what I said. Listen, I'm pushing his button. Whoever the dude is, I'm pushing him a little mentally. I'm making him stronger. All right. I'm making him a more secure dude because at the end of the day, he should know he got that locked down. And if he takes an issue
What did
with
she
it,
get to looking back?
if he, then now that's up to them. You know what I mean? That's up to them. Now they gotta, have a conversation about it. And let's say,
I feel you.
and now let's say homie's so insecure that he go and say something to her. Listen, now Queen know she got an insecure nigga and that she need to find a new one, somebody more strong.
You never go up to old girl.
Listen, it ain't like I'm openly hitting on her. I'm just saying when somebody wanna.
Anyways, it was toxic. Rick admitted, like, yeah, I know it's toxic, but you know what I'm saying.
It's like,
But after this interaction, he was like,
These
but
niggas
yo,
ain't
by
gonna
the
square
way,
up.
did you see the black girl that was in there?
You see the shot?
I was like, nigga, yeah,
Ashley?
my girlfriend, nigga. Yes, I did see her in here. Yes, nigga.
That's the one.
I was like, oh, I was like, good shit.
Yeah,
I was like, yo, you killed that, nigga.
Yeah. I was like, you know what, bro? That's a compliment.
I was like,
I
yo,
think
you
that's a
found one, my
compliment.
nigga. You found one. I thought that shit was hilarious. Oh my god.
I forgot all about that, bro. That shit was funny as fuck.
Rico be
That
half
was a great
phased,
story.
bro. He was like,
Nah, I just be
he's like, I just be looking, dog.
I'm a man of the
Man.
people, not above but equal. What else we got on the docket? Because we talked about that was
Talked about
that was the
fading relations.
Little
Bad
Nas
You
baby.
did
X.
say about
How did-
friends, like homies ain't really homies.
Oh yeah, these niggas really not each other's friends out here, and this kind of goes off of what
That
we were
does
just,
bother me too, because that's a big thing with me.
because so listen, I was at a little
That makes
kickback.
me just value my niggas like
For real, for real.
more when I really see that.
Yeah.
A party to me now is just like my close homies just talking shit, like playing the weed, doing random shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like I can't go to like parties and just fuck with random people all the time. Like I went to one recently. That was chill. It was a bunch of random people. Like me and Mo ran it up on fucking not ping pong, but
Beer pong?
fucking beer pong.
There you go.
But other than that, like I was like, if it's not this vibe with people that are just open, like fuck all these niggas. Like I don't give a fuck about going out unless it's just like my homies just being at a house, bro. We painted one night. All of us just sat down and
That's
painted.
such a vibe.
Bro, and we were just laughing, making fun of each other, got pictures and shit. Like, bro,
Yeah, I
That's
see.
shit I
Yeah,
like,
the pictures
like-
over there looking all cute and whatnot. I
Yeah,
can
I
they're
appreciate
just hanging
that.
out.
But yeah. So like, I was at a little kickback or whatever, and I asked a question in regards to somebody's family member, and it was just like he was blown away. He might.
And y'all not close
don't even-
niggas,
It don't
but
even.
still.
It don't even matter whoever he is. But
But y'all not
I
like
asked,
close
I
niggas,
asked
right?
like a personal question, like yeah, like I felt like you said what?
Like y'all not super close?
No,
Like, y'all-
we not super close. I'll see
Yeah.
him out and about. Like
Yeah.
I'm not hitting him up all the time. Like, yo, what you doing? Let's chill, smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll see him out and about.
Yeah, yeah.
And I just asked him a question about a family member or whatnot. Dude was shocked that I even like, you know what I mean, recognized and had the
It was like, bro, you actually care about me on a personal level? You
Yeah.
actually
Unlike
act
my
on a
friends.
personal-
He's like, bro, nobody
Person.
here would ever ask me that. And I'm like, I thought these are your niggas. Like, I thought these are your homies. Like,
That's
you know what I
fucked.
mean? Like, I see y'all together quite often and shit like that. And then I was talking to another dude, and he was kind of opening up to me a little bit. And, you know, I was talking to him. I was like, yo, you like, he was really getting some shit off. I was like, yo, bro, you got to have someone that you can talk to about that. And he was like, oh, well, I'm super private, this, that, and the third.
bro.
But I'm like, it's got to be somebody. If someone's truly troubling you, and I'm in a kickback to where these are all your supposed homies and shit like that, and you haven't opened up to any of them how you're opening up to me right now. Like,
These emotions
there's
going out.
there's an
to a stranger.
issue. There's an
These
issue
emotions
to
are
that.
crying to be let out somewhere.
Yeah, that's an issue. If you like, listen,
That's how people lose their lives. Like not to be like super
facts.
heavy,
I agree.
but to
Agree.
be around people and still feel alone. Like you, like I'm private. Like nigga, like yeah, there's
Bro.
certain things and certain people you should be private with. But like I know which friend to call what situation about to get the truth.
100%, 100%.
Like,
Bro, we
even
went
if I
to
don't tell
Lake Orion
everybody.
High School. I feel like we dealt with more than that than most people did.
Yeah, I-
suicide
I
I
capital
remember
of the
seeing y'all
fucking-
shit, and I was
It was
fucking
a
like
lot.
the town over.
Yeah,
where I
you was-
graduated,
yeah,
and I
when you
was
was up
like,
in Clarkson.
fuck, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like,
we
it's easy over
making
here.
national news and shit.
Yeah, like bro.
Oh,
it was
suicide
fucked
rate.
up. It was fucked up what was going on in Lake Orion, bro.
But that,
And I feel like I carry that with me to this day. 'Cause I still,
100%.
I think about
bro.
like, yo, I feel like I see where that dark place can lead people, bro.
Yeah, man.
And I think like also that just incentivizes me like 10 times more to like make sure my mental's always.
I was about to say, I feel like it
Absolutely.
benefited it. if
My
anything,
mental
at an
health
early
is like my
age.
number
True, that's
one
the
priority.
silver
You said what?
lining in it.
I feel like being in that, it did benefit at an earlier age.
Oh my
I agree.
For a lot of
God.
people there, because like a lot of people that I do know from there have leveled up. A lot of Clarkson people ain't did shit, but a lot of Lake Orion people found themselves and they actually like know how to express.
Some of them are still lost. Don't get it wrong. But
I mean, there's a lot of people that die recently from drugs, of course.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that have died. Like actually, there was like 2 people I think that died from cancer that actually went to school. Like I know Libby was one person, and then somebody else. But like
Libby Fleck, the homie.
yeah, and like,
Yeah.
but there's been a lot of people from Lake Orion that have actually
That was
passed.
a minute ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. Like, but yeah, like
no.
there's a lot of people though. Like, there's a lot of people that actually have perished from that specific school.
Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of people that came from that school actually flourish.
Yeah, you know
like
what?
a lot more than Clarkson.
Shout out to the fucking CJ, Brandon, RIP, to the young goats. My guys, my peeps. I know y'all up there shining down. Those are the dudes. Some good fucking times. Some good fucking times with them.
Me and CJ go so far back.
That being said, check in on all your fucking friends. I almost did this the other day. I was like feeling super nostalgic and like a little melancholy, and I was high as fuck at the same time.
Good mix.
And it was a phenomenal, underrated feeling is the melancholy feeling. The feeling of melancholy where it's like it's a little sad, but it's almost like there's a mystique to it. If you cut on like The Weeknd and listen to some of The Weeknd or some just darker type shit,
It's like a script vulnerability.
yeah, it's so beautiful on its own. Or like you cut on some like Life of Pablo, yay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ooh.
Saint Pablo.
Ooh.
My wife said I can't say
That
no to
ultralight
no.
beam get me every time.
Bro, I cried.
We are the ultralight beam.
I have
cried,
bro.
This
I
is a
have-
God's dream.
This is a God's dream.
This is
everything. This is it.
Bro, that shit used to like make me tear up, bro. For real. Like when you first hear it, like that shit like actually like makes you
I
feel
will
like heavy
show
in your
your
chest,
pain.
bro.
I will field your question. I will. Something.
Yeah, okay, now it's
no
not,
one
it's
can
not a God's dream anymore. Yeah, fuck it.
They don't know.
They
don't know. That shit
to
go.
the Pangea. I'm gonna understand for
Oh
child.
my God.
Come on, nigga. Treat the demons just like Pam. I mean, I fuck with your friend, but damn, Gina. Come on. I was this way since Arthur was
Bro.
an anteater. Now they want to hit me with the whop, the
The
bam. Come on, man. Try to snap photos of family. My daughter look just. Come on. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm about to listen to that on the ride home.
Absolutely. Maybe get a tear out or two. Fuck it. Anyways, that being said, check in on all your fucking friends. Check in on all your friends. To getting back to the melancholy point, I almost made like a check-in list.
Yeah.
But like, how far do you? And this brings me to another point or another topic: is fading relationships, right? Fading friendships. This can be in any sort of relationship type of.
I did have something that
atmosphere.
tags to like the last thing too, and
Go
this.
ahead. You want? Go ahead. Get that off.
So the fading thing, I feel like I definitely experienced that pretty heavily when I was like getting the feeling of like, oh, my friends like called me last to go. Like all my skater friends that I had like that were from Clarkson, right? I would get so mad. I remember there was one point that I was like, bro, like nobody ever calls me to come somewhere unless like they had nobody else to call. They get ready to go somewhere. They don't think about me. They think about like later on. But like when I had the money and shit,
Right.
they were having me drive them everywhere every weekend. I was paying for everything. Like
Damn.
I was paying for every nigga to get in the hookah bar.
Damn.
I was paying to drive everybody around. We would chill in my car and freestyle. I was doing everything. But then when I didn't have things to give, these niggas never were calling me to go anywhere. They would call the nigga that didn't have no money or anything because he's a good time or whatever. But like, so I was like getting mad about that all the time. But like, I started to think from the point of view of like, I wouldn't get mad about it. I'm like, I'm getting pushed away from where I want to be pushed towards something greater, you know?
Yeah.
And I kept reiterating that in my head. And then when I did start to like the ripple effect happened of me finding somebody else and finding more friends.
Yeah.
Now those niggas want to be where I'm at, and they're calling me all the time because I got the shit.
Because you
going
got
on,
shit
because
moving. Yeah.
I met my new friends that were in photography because I took a chance to try to learn that and do all this extra shit. Now I have these good things, you know, because I push myself. I wouldn't even be like living here right now or even move back to Michigan or be doing this if I didn't have that mentality and push towards it. So I feel like on the last thing you said and this too, like fading relationships, people have to realize like, what is it something that you're interested in that you could try to do and just try to get in that feeling? Just hit somebody up randomly on Instagram and shit too, because it's like maybe the friends you have around you, like how they're not, bless you, how they're not asking about how you are and shit, you shouldn't be around those people. Or maybe you need to get away from those people to find the right people. So it's like, I feel like that goes within trying something new and finding those new people.
Yeah, I feel you there. I disagree with the one part of like just because somebody doesn't check in on you means you should cancel them out, because
Not
I mean
cancel,
people grow and get busy because a part of this whole fading relationships thing is like it happens as you get older.
Yeah.
It just genuinely happens. I don't think it's on purpose. What you were explaining earlier, those sound like some fuck niggas, point blank, period.
Dog.
Some just
Fuck
enablers,
niggas.
like some motherfucking, you know what I mean? Like,
You don't even know the
bitch-ass,
half of it.
hoe-ass
These are the
fuck.
same
They sound like
niggas,
some
and I
bitch-ass
still
niggas.
talk to these niggas. Like, they used to try. Like, I was dating somebody for
Leeching
3
ass
years.
niggas.
They
Yeah.
were trying to fuck with my ex-girlfriend immediately.
oh, come on.
They would try to talk to any girl I was talking to, like any other time. Like,
Yeah.
like a homie hit me up the other day trying to apologize, and it's like "fuck you forever" type shit. Like "fuck you, nigga. I hope you watching this. Suck a dick."
Eat a dick,
Fuck you,
man.
He
nigga.
sent me a long ass
Punk
message,
ass nigga.
like right before I moved
Bitch
to
ass.
California. Like he was like he fucked me over on some shit, and it wasn't the fact that he was like trying to talk to somebody that I fucked with heavy for so long. It was a fact of I asked y'all straight up, like this and that, and y'all ditched me to go hang out with each other when we were supposed to all hang out together. It wasn't the fact of you was fucking somebody that I fucked that I cared about before.
Yeah.
It was the fact that you couldn't be a man and like say it to me instead of trying to just like hold me
Or like
hold
come
around
up,
behind my back.
or come up,
Like-
come up to you like, hey, bro, you know,
Yeah.
I was kind of feeling shawty a little bit.
And that's what I was saying. Like
There's
I asked her
layers
right
to that,
before.
which it also depends on how fresh the breakup was, how long y'all were together,
Bro, like
you know what I'm saying? There's
so
levels
many
and factors to that.
of it, but it's just like now that the nigga ain't got the bitch, now you want to apologize and
It
shit.
is, bro, but
Like,
I've
fuck
always
that.
been of the impression like I don't ever fuck with no bitch. Any of my niggas,
Bro,
you
and
fuck
that's the
with.
thing.
Any kind of
His
serious
His exes hit me
capacity.
up and shit
No.
all the time, and I would
Never.
tell him straight up, I'm like,
Too
hey,
many
so
out
and so
here.
hit me up,
Yeah.
like handle that. Like
Yeah.
they just broke up, whatever, like or like just because we were all homies, like I was homies with his girl because we would all hang out.
Mm.
But I ain't letting that bitch hit me up without you knowing.
Right.
So I'm like, bro, okay, that's what you want to get me back after. Like anytime I would have a girl, like I wasn't like talking to her because he knew I was talking to other people at the same time. Like we would all hang out. He wouldn't say nothing when we were there.
Yeah.
And then he'll go and hit them up on Facebook or some shit after the fact, being like, yeah,
That's some
we
hoe
was hanging
nigga
out with
shit.
Juwan. I'm
Yeah.
like, bro,
I
like
wish
I carried
would
you on
be
my
around
back,
niggas
bro.
doing that,
Right.
bro.
Like, that's
I'd
what
have
I'm
been
saying. I'm like,
fighting with
bro,
niggas.
All you had to do was be straight up, and you couldn't do it when it came down
That's
to
a
it.
bitch-ass
Yeah.
nigga.
That's what I was saying. I
I'm
was like,
glad
bro,
you
I
ain't
didn't even
around-
message him
I'm
back.
glad you ain't around them type of people no more.
And that's what I was saying, bro.
Dead
Like, I
ass.
was like, bro,
That
reason
shit
why
is
I wouldn't
awful.
talk to you is you still aren't understanding the fact. You think that I'm mad about a bitch. Fuck that bitch. I don't give a shit about her.
It's the principle.
It
It
was
is.
you had a chance to give me everything back that I gave you, and you couldn't even be man enough to do that.
Mm.
It's the principle.
Yeah. So it's like
Fuck
niggas like
niggas.
that, bro.
I
Like,
think for me personally, I've never encountered this situation, but if I loved her, I can't, a homie. And if I actually loved her, then nah, a homie can't. Because what Drake said, once I, No.
When I need it.
no, once I,
But for real,
no,
though,
Rap
bro,
for your
niggas
niggas,
will
lie to your
push
bitch.
you
the
over
quote
anything.
I was going to
lie to your
was,
niggas. I mean, lie to your bitch, rap for your niggas.
no, if I ever loved you, I'll always love you. That's how I was raised. God damn it, y'all are some just dog ass niggas out here.
It's the music that we've been giving, Rico.
If I ever loved you, I'll always love you. It's how I was raised. Name the song, nigga, right now. Name the song.
Say that again.
If I ever loved you, I've always loved you. That's how I was raised. I even gave you the cadence and the flow to it. All of my let's just be friends. Friends I don't have anymore. How can I? Come on, check on me when things go wrong.
That's all views. I can't remember.
It's the intro, nigga. It's the intro. Keep the family
Views, intro,
close.
Family close.
Keep the family close.
Forgot about
I'm gonna listen to that one on the car ride home too.
that.
It's crazy.
Stretches the span of the Atlantic Ocean, bro.
It's crazy out here. But yeah, so what do you do if nothing, let's say if nothing happened, no bad blood to end a friendship, but you can just feel the friendship fading. What do you do?
I feel like you just vague, bro.
Like, because so there's two aspects of it. You can be you can be proactive and be the one to reach out, but how is it up? It's up to
I
you.
never
Wait,
think of
let me
it
get
as-
this off. Shut up. I didn't mean that.
Never
I
think
didn't
of
mean
you.
to shut off. Just
Yeah,
shut up.
that's good.
That
Finish
was.
what you gonna say. and
I
I'ma
just
say
want to
what
get
I
my
gotta say.
idea
Yeah,
out.
go
You know
ahead.
what I
Say,
mean?
finish what you gonna say, and then I'll
So-
slap you.
Bitch ass nigga. Right, go ahead.
My
Bitch
bad.
ass
It was
nigga.
the Jose.
Bitch ass
It
nigga.
was
Go
the-
ahead,
bro,
nigga.
It was the
He's like,
Jose.
finish
I'm
it
not
up,
even-
nigga.
Mark
Yeah.
ass nigga.
So you can take the proactive route and be the one to reach out. But at the same time, I think it's very important that you set that type of boundary to where you're not constantly being the one to reach out.
But what would
Or-
that conversation be like? What like are you trying to reach out in the
Cool
sense
little
of just,
chicken, like yo,
talk?
what's good?
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
something super.
I thought you were just saying like to at
base-
least express like there's something different happening.
There could be no bad blood. Nothing could have. Is that the couch alarm?
Yeah, nigga.
Couch alarm. Shout out couch alarm. And then there's the reactive part where you just wait and you play the waiting game. You say, you know what? I'm not gonna say shit until they come back to me first.
Oh, I do that all the
I'm
time.
gonna keep it real, bro. Like Rico, there's been times where you and I have went long periods without speaking.
Very long.
Rico
But
don't
it's
talk to
never
me
But it's
ever,
never.
It's never been because this is how I am, bro. Listen, bro.
He
if
said
we're
it
not
right.
beefing-
Wait, hold on. What
I
did you
said
say?
Rico don't talk to me ever. He's like, right.
Oh, no. I thought you said it was a long time. That's not true, nigga. We have we
Dog.
talk once. We've been
Dog,
talking
I
once
was
a
sitting
week
at- dog.
at least.
I was sitting here the other day, like trying to just like make small talk, and I'm like, maybe I'm not that type of friend with
To
him.
me?
I guess. Yeah.
when
The other day, I was at home for 2 weeks, Rico.
texting.
I was like, let me just see if he'll have a convo. And I was like sparking up the Lil Nas X shit. Like, yeah, King. Shoot it to me. That's it. Thought you were gonna text me back with some info.
Oh no, that's bro.
Yeah,
I'm
nigga.
not a good texter.
All right.
You,
He a FaceTime hoe.
No,
I'm way
not.
better on FaceTime. I'm not as boring
I
on
am a FaceTime
FaceTime.
hoe. I really don't. We can check my phone right
No,
now.
I
Just have-
wrong with that?
FaceTime
Is
more
there
than
something
anything.
that,
Look,
nigga?
if I'm trying to like be with a girl, I'm a
all that,
FaceTime though.
You said
for
what?
real.
That's what's left.
I got some 18 in the fridge.
Wealth.
I like it, but I'm straight. I don't need no more.
God.
I was gonna get a little.
First of all,
little
don't do
sip.
that.
I was
be
just
more
fucking with you.
You know,
though.
I'll be more attentive. I'll give you some more attention, sweetheart.
No, this is not even.
I'm sorry.
I'm honestly not on my
This is
phone.
Rico getting into defense mode.
I'm sorry, babe.
Rico's getting into defense mode.
I'm not
Am
on
I?
my phone enough. I think it's my fault, to be honest.
Nigga,
but-
yeah. How many unread messages you got on IG right now?
Fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. How many right now? Go ahead.
Love
Look.
this shit.
Look. Exactly. Shut up. Okay.
Keeps going.
So there's the reactive approach and then there's the proactive approach. And to harper back on that, every time, no matter how long of a break it is between us talking, right? It always feels like we just pick right back up. And
Always.
that's the beautiful thing about our friendship. And there's a couple people I share that experience with. Shout out to Sloth. Austin Hitchcock, you my fucking guy. We can
Austin
go
Hitchcock.
we can go
Shout
two-
the homie.
bro, we can go
Shout
two
the homie.
we can
That's
go
the
2
homie.
years without talking, 3 years, and
Bro.
I will hit him up. We'll go to a show and have the greatest night of our lives.
I don't have his number anymore, bro. I tried hitting him up like
bro.
2
His
years
number,
ago.
Austin
his number
Hitchcock?
changes like
Yeah.
every year.
That's the homie.
I graduated
That's the
sitting
nigga.
right next to him, Volucci, and Jazzy Boy.
And fucking,
That nigga's a sus-
God
and
bless
Fluff.
that
that
man,
nigga,
man. Fluff,
Austin
yeah.
Hitchcock. Austin Hitchcock is a suburban street genius.
Honest to God,
Dog.
We're
He's a suburban street
We
genius.
snitching. We snitching.
Yeah. No, like for real. He was a hookup for years.
Nah, it's,
Oh,
it's like that, bro.
Edit that out.
I honestly feel like
Bro, we
I
talk
honestly
about
feel
parties.
like that type of friendship is hard to come by. But that's how I am with a lot of people, bro. Because for one, I'm not the best at keeping it contact.
Word. It's
I honestly
hard. It's,
suck.
especially when you know a good amount of people too, and you gotta like.
Bro, I'm just one of those people, bro, that like I a lot of times get wrapped up in what I'm doing to my detriment. But that's how I am, bro, because I got big goals, big dreams. I do a lot. Anybody that knows me knows I do a lot of shit.
Constantly moving.
I'm constantly moving and shaking. I'm constantly doing this and that and the third. But it's never been beef. Like, I never have to reach out to my friend and like, yo, just so you know. I love friendships where I don't have to nurture it like that.
Yeah.
I love friendships where
Yeah.
they know what it is. Like,
Yeah.
me and Rick will not talk for like a year and a half. He
We've never
called me
gone that
randomly.
long.
We've never gone that long. But
Yes.
like, you know, but that nigga
6
will call
months
me
could go
one day.
by, 5 months could go by. There's been a
Easily.
span where I think it was like 6 months had went by or some crazy
Easily.
shit.
Probably when I
It
was
was a
up at
weird
school.
You was at school. It was a
shit.
weird transition period.
Yeah.
It doesn't
So that's
matter.
what happens with everybody with school, though.
But
Yeah,
you pick
yeah.
up, bro, and it's never like I never go like I ain't heard from Rico in 5 months. I wonder what his deal is. I'm
Mhm.
not
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Like I know what it is. He know what it is. We pick right back up, and those are the best friendships. Those are low maintenance, respectable. Like
Hey,
bro,
you low
I
maintenance,
respect,
bitch.
bro. I can respect. Listen, bro.
I'm
I can-
easy.
Listen, bro.
I'm easy.
I can respect like when my homies are doing something. Like I know if my niggas are busy, they doing something.
Yeah.
Respect it. Like that nigga doing his thing. He living his life. Like it's cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know if I call him right now and needed something, he'd be there.
Yeah.
He know if he called me right now and needed something from me, I'm there, regardless.
Yeah.
So I think what comes with that is, for me personally, is the fear of the other person not knowing that.
Okay.
And that could be me just internalizing and coming up with some scenario mentally myself,
Right.
just
Right,
that
right.
doesn't truly exist, but it feels like not that necessarily that there's tension, but that something's off.
I feel like that can't happen for me because the only people that I would click with, I would have that.
Mm.
It wouldn't be any fear of that because the only people that I actually would want to talk to or have had around me that closely would be the people that would be no problem doing that.
But that's the thing is that you can think somebody knows you really well. And I would
Yeah.
hope that anyone who has made any sort of bond with me, period, at all, like that love will never go anywhere unless you truly fuck it up. You would have to do something mad crazy to me. But naturally, that love is never going to leave. It's just, I don't know if I have the faith in other people to know that I still care just as much about you from day one as 10 years can go by and we haven't talked. I'm still gonna care the same amount.
Yeah.
I still care the amount that we left off at.
I feel
You know
like
what I
I'm
mean?
open with people because I give people that comfort
Yeah.
to call me. Like I've had people that call me 5 years later that I haven't talked to them
Yeah.
just because they're freaking out and they don't know who to call.
Yeah.
And they're just like, hey, like I just needed somebody to help me like clear
That's
my head.
beautiful. That's so.
That is. I remember I had that
Like-
happen to me. I think this was like last year. I had a homegirl call me, and it was probably like 5 years since we talked. It was random. It was like on a Friday night. Just FaceTime me. I was like,
Yeah, it
I
happens.
saw. I didn't even know the name, and it was a FaceTime. The number wasn't saved, and I opened it. And I saw.
Yup.
Her. I was like, what?
Same
Like,
thing happened
what's
when I was in
good?
California. I had an ex call me.
Wow.
And 5 years ago, like just a random girl that I dated for like probably 5 months,
Yeah.
just called me to thank me
Yeah.
for how I treated them.
Incredible.
Like,
Go out. Go ahead. Go crazy.
no, I'm just saying, like it's
You did
just
that?
it's just how open I am and how I present.
Previous pods before you told us.
Yeah, it just happens. Like,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
fucking happens. But like that's
think it
things
was
that
the
I
first
will
one.
look
We
back
all
on
did it.
because like
Yeah,
if you're on
yeah,
your
yeah.
deathbed, like I made that happen. Like, is what like the main thing you would be thinking of. But those are the moments that you would think of as like from everything that I have did. That's something I can look back and be proud of that I like affected somebody in my life in a positive light.
Yeah.
Like
So-
that's the shit I'm gonna be proud
A
of.
positive trail of energy throughout.
So
Yeah.
I think the moral of this story is if it feels like if it's a relationship that you have to tend to and nurture, then that's one that might not be worth proceeding on with.
Yeah.
But
Let
if
it go.
it is one to where you can pick up and leave and there will be no hard feelings on either side
Mm-hmm.
because shit happens, life happens, those are the real ones.
Yeah. Just take
Is
a
that
step
the gist
back,
of
man.
this?
Yeah.
And it's just different type of people out here, bro.
Right.
It depends on like how you build relationships.
Yeah.
Some people build relationships off neediness. Sometimes you get two people that have avoidant style of relationships
Mm.
where it's like they don't need to be in each other's life to know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
need to be in my homie's life to know what it is.
I feel that.
And it's like I'm pride myself on being a very independent person.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't need to constantly feel your friendship to know that we're friends.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like just because I ain't talked to y'all in however long doesn't mean
Yeah.
like in my mind I'm thinking like, oh, what's going on? Like I haven't talked to them. Like you
Yeah,
know,
they're gonna tell me some crazy shit like,
Duh,
that
yeah,
I didn't
like,
know.
It must be a problem. I did something like I'm not like that. You know,
Yeah.
so it really depends. But I agree with you, man. Like a relationship that you have to nurture too much, rethink it.
Mm-hmm.
But but the relationships where y'all can not talk for 5 years and pick right back up like y'all never stop talking again, or the ones
Yeah.
you need to hold on too tight.
And even if it's
Those
that,
are real lasting, lifelong friendships.
I agree.
Mm.
No, definitely, 100%. Like I feel like a bigger thing too is even if there was a problem, at least if you have that person that could like at least state that problem and talk it out with you, coming back in, you get that out the way, and then you have that normal like back and forth after that. Like that's good too.
Yeah.
Because the person that could like it could be so long and they could not give a fuck, or even if they didn't agree with you and they still like put it on the table again to let you know like, hey, I just want to put that aside. Like that's somebody I would look up to also.
Yeah.
Whether it depends on the level of it. Don't just
Yeah.
take people back, just take people back.
Right.
Cause fuck that other nigga. But anyway.
Bitch ass.
Yeah. But anyway, like it's just still like if you
Pussy.
could be man enough to like, or woman enough, depending on whoever you have a relationship.
Right.
But if they could actually, hold their chest high and be open with you still,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good thing too.
Yeah.
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 Because there's always going to be relationships that there might have been something that you needed to discuss that you just blew past it and just quit talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I agree with that. For sure.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And that's that on that.
and we
All right.
healing. Episode 16, baby.
Episode 16. I went on the craziest. This has nothing to do with nothing. I just remember this. And I should have shared this earlier in the pod, but I went on the craziest fucking bike ride last night. It blew my fucking mind. Blew my mind.
Where were you at?
I
actually walked Paint Creek yesterday.
Ooh, that was probably nice.
Walked all the way to Rio.
See, this was
back.
This was that's like a 10-mile walk.
That's 10 miles?
One way. Like you walk from Rochester up.
Oh, no. We walked from like right where like old Kmart was. Like up the dirt road.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
You got me fucked up, nigga.
I was gonna say, I thought you went from Rochester to like, I'm like, nigga, that's like 10 miles. Anyway,
I'll do it on a bike.
Kmart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that is, I mean, but like, you know what I mean. No, he started there and
Like the dirt road that you go up behind there.
Yeah.
And you start right in the middle of like where it goes both ways.
walked
and we went
into
up.
the village and then back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's different. So I go for this bike ride yesterday and I'm already stoned before pre bike ride, I'm stoned.
Lucky.
Saucy.
And I was going on a little spiritual adventure. Like there's this road called Lakeshore in Grosse Pointe where it runs through St. Clair. Like you can look out and it's the St. Clair Lake, right?
That's
Lake St. Clair. And I was like, you know what? I had my little fanny pack on. I had a joint in there. I had a little speaker. Like I was about to go out there.
Dog, I need this bike ride.
That's a vibe.
No, it was a fucking vibe, my nigga. It was
That's
dope.
my next big purchase.
So I'm going and I'm cruising, I'm riding, I'm listening to my tunes. I got my music in my headphones currently. I go, everything's cool on the way there. And now this could just be the fact that I got super stoned leaving my destination, coming back home.
How do you know what to expect right now?
But nigga, it felt like I was in a Jordan Peele movie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It felt like I was in.
What happened?
Bro,
the fuck happened?
it felt like I was in a Jordan Peele movie. This was
Felt like you was in Get Out, nigga.
This was Get Out Part 2, nigga. It was nuts. So okay,
There's too many images in my head when I heard that. I'm sorry.
I find the perfect tree, and there's this plot of sand in front of the tree. I'm like, this is the one.
This is a
So I'm
scenic ass
chilling.
nigga.
I put the
Nigga was on a oasis.
I was
like
bro.
that.
I was chilling. Man. So I'm chilling. I'm listening to my tunes. I got the joint going. I spark it up. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm just looking out at the water, man. Because it looks like an ocean. Lake St. Clair is so big. It looks like an ocean. So I'm looking. I'm chilling. I'm vibing out. All of a sudden, I put it out. I'm chilling a little bit longer. I look to my left. There's this lady far off in the distance. She's walking this way. Okay, fine. She gets a little closer. Everything's cool. I make sure, I'm like, I hope she doesn't smell the weed. Like, I don't want the cops to get called a nigga in Grosse Pointe. Like, it's a bad look. It can be a bad look.
Yeah.
Anyway, she gets closer and closer. Dead ass, I kid you not. You remember in the movie The Purge, the mask that those motherfuckers wear?
The second one?
The first Purge
The
movie.
very first one where they wore the
The
president's
mat,
mask.
yeah, where they wore the weird fucking mat. She had so much fucking Botox, and I'm fried because I'm coming fresh off a joint. I'm
This
fried as
nigga,
shit.
bro.
Fried
Oh
as
my
shit.
God.
She come in, she had so much fucking Botox and lip filler. She looked like one of them, like but no mask. It was just her, and she gave me the weirdest look. I said, you know what? All right, it's time to get up out of here. So across the street,
The Wat's coming.
Across the street, I get to the sidewalk. I'm riding. I have my headphones on. This dude is coming in this big ass fucking SUV type shit. He has the window rolled down. He yells out. It looked like he shouted. I had my headphones on, so I don't know exactly what he shouted.
Yeah.
I thought he might have shouted nigger. Swear to God. I saw the mouth.
Oh my God.
It looked like, because I've been called a nigga before. I know what the mannerisms look like when someone says it. So I think that happened. I can't confirm that. So then I keep riding my bike. There's a bunch of people on the sidewalk walking, and every time I would come up to somebody, if it was like a group, I'd be like, on your left, I would get the weirdest fucking looks.
People probably normally don't yell that out there.
Getting the weirdest looks. And then I almost died.
It wasn't like the high heebie-jeebies. You're like high as fuck, and you're like, that person knows I'm high.
I don't think so, bro.
Where
Because
every time you're around people, you're
they-
like, everyone knows I'm high.
it could have been, but I don't think so because I smoke so regularly that like, if people know I'm high, like I'm a vibe when I'm high. I'm chilling, listening to tunes.
Yeah.
But I would say,
feel it.
yo, on your left. People look around like giving me like a stank look, like a weird
Like, why
look,
are
like
you
I wasn't
driving
supposed
here?
to be. There isn't a bike lane on Lakeshore, so it's like I shouldn't be in the road. And then I almost die. This
Crossing?
dude is in this big fucking pickup truck. He almost runs off the road and catches himself. He gets onto the curb. His front right tire gets onto the curb. He catches himself last second, and it's on a turn. So he would have came right at me, fucked me up. So then that happens. Finally, my music is going. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm singing and shit.
See,
like,
that's why you weren't listening to the music during that second, probably, huh?
No, I had my music on the whole fucking time.
Okay.
That's how I can't confirm if the dude called me a nigger or not.
Okay.
I just saw the mouthing, and
he was like, I know what nigga looks like.
I know, yeah, and it looked like he had like it looked like an American flag hat on. He looked like he would be doing.
Oh
some,
yeah, he
some,
probably said it.
There was some heavy whitery going on.
I'm seeing it.
So
I could definitely think.
and then I saw the funniest shit ever. This dude is I finally get off of Lake Shore. I turn on it's 8 Mile. They call it Veneer when you get into Grosse Pointe. So I turn on that road, and there's this other dude on a bike coming my way. He goes into the road for some fucking reason, but he doesn't see the car coming. He almost gets fucking wrecked. It was COVID. Wrecked.
COVID gonna kill a nigga a different way.
So then I finally passed by him. I tried to shout out the dude. He's like, "Oh, what's good?" You know, like fellow bike rider.
He's like, huh.
He just looked like he was ashamed just because he fucked up when he like went out and then to come back in, like he fucked up. It was his fault that he almost got hit. It was just pure shame in his face. Like he like just looked down as he was
like,
riding.
yeah.
He's like, "Oh, you didn't see that." And then so finally, I'm on the way home. The final what nigga? I'm on the final stretch home. I see the biggest dude I've ever seen in my life. He had to have been easily 800 pounds. Like this nigga.
Oh, he was like,
bro. He could have been on. Bro, he could have been on my 600-pound life. Like no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Could have been on TLC. My 600-pound life. Like going into a pasta restaurant, like an Italian restaurant. On top of that, like nigga, you don't need the carbs. You really don't. And I finally make it home. My phone died, so my music's off at this point. I finally make it home, and I just took the biggest sigh of fucking relief, because honestly, I didn't know. I really did. It bro, honestly, I did. I survived being black one more day. It was crazy, man. It was really
cool fucking story, bro.
It was really okay. You fucking dick. Let me. But other than that, when I was chilling by the tree, music was going. Joint with Spark, like yo, it was a vibe, man. It was a fucking vibe. But anyway, that's all to say. Really nothing. That was my bike ride experience.
That was his get out bike.
That was my get out bike ride moment.
Oh my god,
Grosse Pointe. Anyway, I don't think we have shit else to talk about. We're at 2 hours.
Yeah, we're about to hit 3.
You have to work tomorrow, don't you?
Nigga, I'm off to Monday.
Oh, what?
Yeah, bro, I got 10 days. On
That's
Friday would be 10 days.
I didn't know if you were still on that though. That's lit.
Nah.
Is that getting? Never mind.
I'm getting paid.
Dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
Hell
Benefits.
yeah. My nigga.
Not as much as I normally would get though, because I work overtime every day, so I'm kind of sad. But
I mean,
money is
still,
money.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that's that on that, fellas.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Listen, if you stayed this long, 2 hours in, this is the longest pod we've done.
Yeah, we're gonna have it cut in half. So
are we gonna cut it in half?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of like the 2 hours.
Well, the thing is, it probably won't upload. Well,
that's true.
It will not upload how we want it to. Trust me. I can edit it all together as 2 hours, but I'm probably gonna have to take the video and just cut it.
Got you.
We ain't got. Hey, bless you. If you guys want to make sure we can upload 2 hours, fund this podcast, and we will have all the tools,
and we will be able to upload the whole 2 hours. But listen, if you're listening to this is fucking Def for PC.
Yes.
PC.
We don't know shit. Pittysinn.
KY. AKA provocateur,
Okay.
AKA diplomat, AKA
he's a fucking luchador now.
Okay.
AKA the antagonist and the protagonist,
AKA steal your girl.
Listen, we're done here.
AKA
humanitarian.
Shut the fuck up, please.
AKA
listen,
life ain't the only life.
If you're on YouTube, please hit that like button. If you're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, subscribe to the channel, please. Leave a rating, leave all that shit. Share this shit. We need you. We love you.
We love you so much.
Appreciate you.
And we hope to hear from you soon, because y'all niggas need to send in some shit.
Hey man, we really would appreciate heavily comments, all of that, feedback, all of that. If y'all have any questions about anything, or you just want any of our particular thoughts on any topic,
Yes.
we welcome it.
And we will have some new guests coming soon too, guys. Yes.
We
Absolutely.
will. We got
Yes.
potentially an open relationship couple coming through.
Oh yeah.
A Detroit DJ.
Y'all need to tune in for that one. Open relationship.
And OnlyFans.
We know you
Learn
done
some
thought
shit.
about it.
We know you done thought about
We
it.
know you done thought about it.
We
We
gotta-
gotta learn
we
together
gotta-
because I don't know what the fuck that is like.
We have an OnlyFans girl coming through pretty soon, hopefully.
Maybe, yeah.
And all her clique and who she performs her little dirty deeds with. Anyways, if you're still listening to this, we love you and we appreciate you, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you very
Let
much.
me just leave y'all with something.
What? Oh, give him some off the tweets. Oh, that's gonna get blocked if you're about to play
Yeah.
music.
Rico learned his lesson.
I did learn my lesson.
Playing music.
It's gonna get blocked.
Oh, I got you.
Half of
All
the
right,
fucking
I'll leave-
episode blocked.
I'll leave y'all with.
Yeah, give us a little taste off the wandering poet.
All right, heal so that you stop seeing disagreements as attacks, red flags as green lights, and attachments as connections.
Ooh.
And that's that on that. We
Preach.
love you.
Hey.